times they tend to use Siri a lot. वो बार बार बोलते हैं Hey Siri this, Hey Siri that, और बात करते रहते हैं अपने आईफोन के साथ में आने वाले डिजिटल असिस्टेंट के साथ. But the question is, did you know which iPhone was it जिसके साथ में Siri was launched for the first time? You know what? Siri is quite old. She is actually 13 years old, and the simple reason is it.
All right, some important breaking news coming in here, and this is going to be a big political tussle, ladies and gentlemen, in the case related to the fake video of Home Minister Amit Shah. Now, the Delhi police has summoned Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy. Remember, Telangana is ruled by the Congress party. Revanth Reddy is the chief minister. The Congress has recently, in fact, formed the government in that state. It's a full-blown political war over the fake video. Prime Minister, remember, has also said that the strict action will be taken. Now, the Telangana Congress had shared the fake video. The Prime Minister said the Congress is using tech to spread lies. And now the Delhi police has summoned the chief minister of Telangana on May 1st. Neeta, my colleague, now joins us with more details. Neeta, this is a big, in fact, move by the Delhi police against another sitting chief minister. This is going to get extremely political. What are the sources in Delhi police saying about this?
Obviously, this is very swiftly Delhi police moved, and they went to Telangana and they served notice to the sitting chief minister of Telangana and have asked him to appear before them on 1st of May. Along with him, 4 other people have been identified. Delhi Police Special Cell had registered a case under relevant sections of IPC and also IT Act, saying this was a doctored video and it aimed in propagating disharmony in the country. In fact, the BJP IT cell head, Mr. Amit Malviya, had also said that through this, the opposition parties wanted that, some kind of rights should happen here in India before the election, before the third phase of elections. Ankit, are on May 7th. Before that, both the parties are going to sharpen their attacks. If, like when I was speaking to senior officers, they were saying 2019 was an election of social media because information was being shared, but this time 2024, it's an election wherein deep fakes and artificial intelligence is creating havoc, and that's the reason why mostly unsocial elements and antisocial elements are using these methods to disseminate fake propaganda and fake videos. Mr. Amit Shah became the latest target, in which he was seen saying that reservation would be done away with if BJP again comes back to power. However, the Bharatiya Janata Party clarified that it's a fake video, and based on the Ministry of Home Affairs complaint, a case was registered by Special Cell, and now Special Cell is in Telangana and have summoned the sitting Chief Minister of Telangana. Ankit?
What is it that they want to interrogate or question the Chief Minister on? I mean, has it been shared by his own Twitter handle? What is the Delhi police hoping during this investigation? They have summoned the Chief Minister.
See, the first time the video was retweeted by the Telangana Congress Twitter handle, and it was forwarded by many leaders of Congress. The Delhi police has already given notices to Twitter and all the social media handles, which also includes the Facebook, saying that they need to know how many people had forwarded that particular tweet or how many of them had retweeted it. So based on that information, Delhi police is saying the special cell is probing the matter, and since the Indian National Congress Telangana had first retweeted that video, that's the reason why all those people are being summoned who had either retweeted it or uploaded on their handles. Ankit?
Okay, so he seemed to have retweeted a video which was in fact tweeted by possibly Telangana Congress. We have already seen in a similar case where there was a judgment that even if you are retweeting, you have to be careful of the content that you are propagating. Has there been any response that the Delhi police have received from the Chief Minister's office?
See, as of now, what we know is that this notice have been served to 5 people, which includes the sitting chief minister. And now, obviously, their legal team would be, getting back to Delhi police because he's been summoned. He's been asked to come to Delhi to join the investigations on May 1st. Delhi police obviously is acting very swiftly because the matter pertains to the sitting home minister, the sitting union home minister, and even the BJP claims, because the complaint was filed by the BJP Telangana unit. They had filed the complaint to Election Commission also, saying that already the election code of conduct is in place and such videos, are peddling fake narratives and peddling fake videos and trying to create a disharmony between people. That's the reason why even they have asked the ECI to take this action, against those handles also and against the Congress party also. Ankit?
Okay, so now this is the big news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just once again reiterate this news for you. The Delhi police has has summoned, in fact, the chief minister, sitting chief minister of Telangana, to appear before it on May 1st with respect to the alleged video which contains a fake, in fact, edited video of the home minister in which he's speaking about abolition of reservation for the SC/STs and the OBCs. The Ministry of Home Affairs had filed a complaint with the Delhi police. Acting swiftly on this complaint, the Delhi police has gone to Hyderabad and presented a summon to the Chief Minister's office, and I have asked the Chief Minister to present himself before the investigating agency in the national capital on May 1st. 4 others have also been, given this, served this notice. Neeta continues to be with us. Neeta, just tell our viewers exactly what the MHA had in fact complained. What was their specific complaint as far as the Delhi police is concerned? And when did Delhi police register an FIR and started this investigation?
Late last night, the Ministry of Home Affairs had, forwarded the complaint to Delhi Police, and now the Delhi Police Special Cell has registered a case. As per the complaint filed by Sikhu Sharan, who's the investigating officer of Indian Crime Cyber Coordination Wing, that is the I4C, certain doctored videos are being, shared online with aim of showing discord among communities, potentially disrupting public peace and order. So this is what the IO says, and based on this, the complaint was filed, which was converted into an FIR. The sections include IPC also and IT Act sections also. So obviously Delhi police is taking the matter very seriously. 5 people have been summoned to come and join the investigations in Delhi, which includes the sitting chief minister of Telangana. Ankit?
Okay, so in fact, now, do we know anything about the other 4? Those who are also summoned in this case, Neeta?
Presumably, it must be those people who are handling the Twitter handle account of Indian National Congress in Telangana, because the video first time was uploaded from their handle, and that's the reason why those are the people who have been identified by Delhi Police. Delhi Police Special Cell is investigating the case. They say 5 people have been summoned, but as of now, who exactly are those other 4 people, they have not identified. But I presume they must be the ones who are handling the Twitter account of Indian National Congress in Telangana. Ankit?
Thank you so much, Neeta, for joining us with this, with all those details. It's a big story, in fact, and this is going to create a political storm as far as the BJP and the Congress is concerned. Remember, on May 7th is the 3rd phase of voting, which is going to take place for 2024 elections. May 1st is when the Delhi police wants Telangana Chief Minister to present himself before the investigating agency. With that, we are slipping into a very short break. We'll get you more reactions on this story. Stay tuned.
36 lakh farmer families affiliated with Amul across 18,600 villages of Gujarat have pledged to vote with their families during these elections. I would also urge you to take this pledge and vote as a part of the democratic process of our country.
It's
It's the essence of democracy, and we stand firmly behind it. We are thrilled to join NDTV's pledge.
It's the world's biggest festival of the power of a vote and the power of a citizen.
It is a day we must answer our call to duty as citizens of India.
We get this opportunity to determine how our country will be governed.
It is this constitutional duty through which we can make a difference in our nation's future.
And make India always a better place than it was yesterday.
I certainly plan to vote as long as I'm able to vote.
We are joining NDTV's Pledge to Vote initiative.
Let us make democracy stronger by going out and exercising our franchise. Jai Hind.
नवा अंदाज, नवा आवाज. NDTV मराठी.
As citizens, we must remember that voting is not only a privilege, but also our duty towards our nation. I, Akash Ori from the DLF Group, pledge to encourage my colleagues, their friends and family to vote for the government they believe in. This is the strength of our democracy.
अगर आपके पास में आईफोन है, आपने स्क्रीन रिकॉर्डिंग तो किया होगा, एंड समटाइम्स यू वुड वांट टू टॉक व्हाइल यू आर रिकॉर्डिंग द स्क्रीन. आपको कुछ बोलना अगर है, हाउ टू इंश्योर कि जब आप स्क्रीन रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहे हैं उस टाइम पे माइक्रोफोन भी ऑन हो जाए और जो आप बोलना चाहते हैं वो भी रिकॉर्ड हो जाए. आई हैव अ वेरी सिंपल टिप फॉर दिस. जब अपने फ़ोन के कंट्रोल सेंटर में जाते हैं और आपको स्क्रीन रिकॉर्डिंग वाला वो आइकॉन मिलता है, इफ़ यू प्रेस एंड होल्ड ऑन दैट, वहाँ पे आपको माइक्रोफोन का आइकन दिखेगा एंड देयर यू कैन टॉगल द माइक फ्रॉम ऑन टू ऑफ एंड वाइस वर्सा. तो आपके लिए बड़ा ईजी हो जाता है. इफ़ यू वॉन्ट टू हैव सम ऑडियो इन योर स्क्रीन रिकॉर्डिंग, वन क्लिक आप ये काम कर सकते हैं इन योर आईफोन्स. यूज करो. कभी कभी वी नीड टू डू सम कमेंट्री एज वेल ओवर द स्क्रीन रिकॉर्डिंग, तो आपके लिए बहुत ज्यादा काम आ सकता है.
Welcome back. Now we are continuously tracking this big story which is coming in at this moment. The Delhi police has summoned Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy, and this is now going to in fact invoke a full-blown political war of words ahead of the third phase of elections. The Delhi police wants the Chief Minister to present himself before the investigating agency on May 1st. In fact, this is after a complaint was made by the Ministry of Home Affairs regarding a purported doctored video of Home Minister Amit Shah in which he is seen talking allegedly about abolition of the reservation for the SC, STs and the OBCs. Now, the Prime Minister earlier had also said that now strong action will be taken as Congress is using technology to spread lies. Let me go across at this moment to my colleague Uma Sudhir, who is joining us with more details on this. Uma, first of all, has there been any reaction from the Chief Minister's office? Because, you know, once again, this is a big story where the agency, the Delhi police, has summoned a sitting Chief Minister in this case.
Okay, I just spoke to the Chief Minister's office, and his Chief PRO has in fact told me that the Chief Minister, of course, as we already know and have been reporting, that he's in Karnataka as one of the star campaigners of the Congress, and he's campaigning there in Karnataka. His officer tells us that neither the Chief Minister's handle, which is the CMO Telangana, nor his own personal handle, Revant Anumula, have tweeted anything that has to do with any of these allegedly or reportedly doctored videos, and therefore they are a little foxed, he says, about where this summons is coming from and why his name has come up in this particular context. What I must point out is that the video that is said to have been doctored is said to have been from a meeting that Amit Shah had on April 25-26 here, where he is talking about removing Muslim quota, and is saying that the Muslim quota will be removed, and that reservation would be given to the SC, BC, OBC category. And that is something to which, in fact, even Asaduddin Owaisi had reacted, saying that it is not on the basis of religion that quota was given, and that it was on the basis of a recommendation made by the Krishnan committee. And he spoke about it being made on the basis of perhaps caste criterion, because there are also Dalit Christians, like the way there are Dalit Muslims as well. So that's a different story. But the Chief Minister's office per se has told me that they have not received any summons as of now. They have only heard about it in the news, and they are saying, isn't all this public property, as in it's publicly visible, the Twitter handle or the social media handles of the Chief Minister, whether they are his personal handles or in his official capacity as Chief Minister. And they say none of that has any content that is alleged to be the kind of fake video that is being spoken about. Back to you.
Right. So this is what Uma has been able to gather. In fact, she's spoken firsthand to the people in the Chief Minister's office, where they deny that there has been any summon that they have received as far as the Chief Minister or the Delhi police is concerned. But Uma, going by what the reports are coming in and also have been reported by our colleague Neeta, if and when they do receive this summon, because the Delhi police says they have asked the Chief Minister to appear before it on May 1st. More than anything else, ahead of May 7th, the third phase of election, this is going to become a big political, hot potato. This will be a war of words between the Congress and the BJP.
Absolutely. This is going to be certainly something that is going to be politically hotter, in addition to the climatically hot areas in which electioneering is happening right now. And as you would know, in the fourth phase of elections is when Telangana and Andhra Pradesh go to polls. And in Telangana, the fight is straight between the Congress and the BJP, with the BRS really very distant third. And therefore, even otherwise, the political temperatures have been hot between the two parties, each one of them accusing the other on several different fronts. But this particular issue of doctoring tape, in the sense of using a fake video, that's a new one, really, I must say, because as far as allegations against each other, saying that you did not fulfill the guarantees that you mentioned, or you did not fulfill what you had promised in your election manifesto, that has been traded between the BJP and the Congress. They have accused each other of being hand in glove with the BRS. They have accused each other of trying to, infiltrate the other group. All that has happened, which you expect in politics. But the use of technology in terms of doctoring of a video or creating a fake video and putting that out in the public domain, that is something that is that's a new allegation now. And the Chief Minister's office, like you rightly mentioned, will probably eventually receive the summons that Delhi police is issuing. They are not able to understand what is the connection between that fake or doctored video and the Chief Minister himself. At least that is what they told me. What they are saying is that he has not tweeted or retweeted any of this content from any of his social media handles, except for the fact that that original speech was supposed to have been delivered by Mr. Amit Shah in Telangana. Other than that, they don't see any other Telangana connection. So they are also awaiting details about the kind of charges that are being made against the Chief Minister. Of course, the Chief Minister will be returning this evening after his campaign tour in Karnataka, and for the dates of when he may be expected to appear, what the summons mentioned and how he is going to react to that, that is still something that we need to wait and watch. Back to you.
May I request you to stay on with me, Uma? In fact, Neeta, our colleague, in fact, who covers the Ministry of Home Affairs, is also joining us at this moment. Neeta, you were hearing Uma Sudhir, the Chief Minister's office. All right, so Neeta, we'll just take a moment before Neeta is with us to give us more details about what the Delhi police is saying about this summon. But Uma, if I may very quickly just bring you in, this controversy where the Prime Minister today has also spoken, alleged that the Congress is using technology against the BJP. Now, how is this largely being seen in political circles? Is it, selective case where if the BJP's fake video comes out, there is strict action? Meanwhile, there are many videos of other leaders also from the Congress party which elicit no action as far as these videos are concerned.
Ankit, there are three things here that we must look at. There is a larger, the larger context is there, the larger environment in which all of us have been fearing, reporting and talking about the apprehensions about the use of whether AI or whether using high tech in order to doctor whether audio or video content, and that is going to play a big role in the parliament elections of 2024. This is something that we have been speaking about, following the examples that we have seen, whether it's in a neighboring Pakistan or Bangladesh, in Indonesia, in several parts of the world. In fact, across the world, technology has been used to doctor videos, and in fact they are released almost on the eve of elections and creating a confusion, perhaps sometimes suppression of votes.
Right.
All that we have seen, and that is something that is that we were expecting to happen in an environment like in the Indian elections, which are very, very fiercely fought as well, and where technology is easily available and many people are savvy in using the technology efficiently as well. But politically, using or doctoring or creating a fake of the Union Home Minister's speech, this is something that the government obviously is going to take very seriously, because the question of reservations, the question of which community is going to get reservations or benefit from reservations with which party, that has become politically very, very sensitive, and that's why trading of charges is one level.
That's
and
right.
Second one, using fake video to create a false impression of one party favoring one community or being hostile to a community in terms of taking away reservations, that is going to take on an altogether new kind of dimension in this particular election. Back to you.
Nita, as you've also been reporting, the complaint only came last night, and we have we don't remember the number of times Delhi police has acted in such a quick, swift manner in which they allegedly have already summoned the chief minister. Uma is saying that the chief minister's office has informed her they have not received any summons so far. What will be the next step of the Delhi police?
See, as far as Delhi police is concerned, they are investigating the criminal part of it. They have already registered an FIR. The IFSO unit of the special cell have registered an FIR. The sections are very serious. They IPC and IT sections, IT Act sections are there. So obviously they have identified people, and it's a fact, Ankit, that the video was uploaded by Telangana unit of Congress, and it was retweeted by many people, and that's the reason why Delhi police has also asked information from all the social media handles and platforms, which also includes Facebook also and Twitter also, about who all had retweeted and from where all it was uploaded. So that is one part of it. But what we are seeing right now is the political battle which is being fought over this issue. The issue of reservation is obviously a very serious issue for this election, and now as we approach the third phase, this is going to take a new dimension, because each party is going to blame other. And as far as artificial intelligence and deepfake videos are concerned, obviously this issue was flagged by the Election Commission also. The BJP Telangana unit has also filed a complaint with the Election Commission saying that the election code of conduct is already in place, and peddling such videos is a heinous crime. Ankit?
Okay, very quickly, Uma, in the end, the BJP, in fact, Telangana unit has initiated this complaint, which was also forwarded to the Ministry of Home Affairs, which then took action and forwarded it to the Delhi police. Is there, any reactions as far as the BJP is concerned?
I'll speak very quickly to the BJP and get back on that. But what I must point out is that Chief Minister of Telangana is also the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee Chief, TPCC Chief, and that's the reason perhaps that the Chief Minister is himself receiving the summons in this particular context. If we can just ask Nita, what are the specific charges if it is personally against Revanth Anamula? Because from what we understand from the Chief Minister's office is that he or his handle or the Chief Minister's handle have not retweeted any of these deepfake videos or doctored videos or the fake videos. That's what they are saying. But from what I understood, from what Nita is mentioning, is that these have been created by the Telangana unit of the Congress or the media unit, and perhaps because Revanth Reddy is also the chief of the Pradesh Congress Committee, it is perhaps in that capacity that he is being issued the summons.
So very quickly, Nita, just to clarify, is it the Chief Minister, is he in trouble because of Chief Minister's official Twitter handle of retweeting or tweeting this video, or because he is the PCC chief and Telangana Congress has tweeted this in that capacity? The questions need to be asked of the Chief Minister.
Ankit, these are all the part of investigations, but as far as the FIR is concerned, the FIR clearly mentions that some Twitter handles had uploaded the video and some Twitter handle had retweeted it. And that's the reason why 5 people have been summoned to appear before Delhi police. But why it was done, that is all the part of the investigation. If and when the Chief Minister comes before the Delhi police, he would have to explain all that which Uma is also flagging off.
All right, so we'll leave it there, ladies. Thank you so much for bringing this big news here on NDTV. We'll wait for the reactions from the BJP and more importantly from the Chief Minister of Telangana himself about this action which is now the Delhi police is initiating. All right, moving on now. The West Bengal BJP has hit out at the Trinamool Congress government over the alleged attack on BJP worker. The BJP leader, Saraswati Sarkar, was allegedly attacked by Trinamool Congress workers in Kolkata. Saraswati Sarkar was attacked with sharp weapons, allegedly by the TMC workers, when she and some BJP workers were putting up election banners and posters. Local BJP leaders, led by BJP Kolkata South candidate Debashri Chowdhury, were staged a protest in front of the Anandpur police station, demanding immediate arrest of those responsible in this attack. Saurabh, my colleague, joins us with more details at this moment. Saurabh, the sad part is that violence once again in this form against political activists mars the elections in West Bengal. What is the police saying about this incident?
Case has been registered, and of course, the police say they're investigating, but Trinamool also has responded saying that, that the Trinamool has nothing to do with it. This could be a local issue. What we also know is that, of course, the allegation at this point is that they were attacked by members of the Trinamool or, supporters of the Trinamool rather, and this is something that is, of course, playing out in these allegations as of now. But clearly, this is going to be an issue which, of course, is going to be a part of the political discourse, because in Bengal we've seen a lot of incidents that have often turned violent, and that unfortunately has become a part and parcel of politics in West Bengal. Something that unfortunately one needs to address, and obviously this is something that hopefully is an incident that will perhaps there have been so many incidents really that perhaps there will be a time soon when we can have an election that is free of these incidents.
Okay, has there been any reaction from the TMC on this, Saurabh, so far?
Yes, the TMC has said that they are not involved in this, and that let the investigation proceed, and they will be able to say who's there. That the TMC has denied links to the incident.
All right, Saurabh, stay on with me. In fact, at this moment, Dr. Shatarup, spokesperson of the BJP, is joining us on the broadcast. Ma'am, the police says that they are investigating the case. What are the specific allegations that you are making as far as this attack is concerned? It's unfortunate that violence once again finds its way as far as West Bengal elections are concerned.
This is not an allegation. Saraswati was walling. She was putting up posters with some 11 of our karyakartas, and this is in Pajba, which is just outside a very, very posh, prestigious high-rise. It's a pretty good area. It's not a very down market area, if I may say so. She was doing this in the night, and she was. Then she suddenly realized, in fact, the team realized that they were being followed by, and they even recognize the faces. And these people, the cars which were following, there were 2 cars which were following. They followed, and when Saraswati's car was a little up ahead, they beat up. They took 11 karyakartas out of the following cars of the cars which were in. They were together, mind you. There were 3 or 4 cars of our karyakartas together. They took them out of the car. They put them on the road, and they beat them up, and they are very severely injured. Now, when Saraswati saw this, she got out of the car, and she tried to run to them. That's when they used the chopper. This was not just a blow. This was just not a slap or a physical assault. They used a chopper, the kind you use to butcher mutton, the kind you use to, it's a meat cutting chopper. That's the kind of weapon we're talking about here. And these kind of weapons, Saraswati has claimed that there was a car which was full of these kind of weapons. Now, after she was assaulted so brutally, it was just by dint of luck that she kind of turned around, and otherwise it would have hit her squarely on the head. And she's got some 5 stitches. She was bleeding badly. In that condition, this young girl, our Karyakarta, she walked some 50-60 meters to the Anantnag police station. So what I'm trying to say is the police station is right next door. This kind of incident happens. This girl who was brutally injured, I can send you videos, blood pouring down. She goes to this Anantnag police station and police refuse to take an FIR. So it is only after much pressure from the other Karyakartas who were also severely injured that finally they took an FIR, but they refused to, put in the more larger charges, the attempt to murder, etc. So that is
all right, ma'am. I'm afraid I'll have to leave it there. Thank you for taking out the time and speaking to us at this moment. In fact, the police is investigating, is what my colleague Saurabh was telling us at this moment. Moving on now, Indian Meteorological Department Senior Scientist Dr. Soma Sen Roy has spoken to NDTV on the heat to severe heat wave forecast in the states, including those scheduled to go for polls in the third phase of elections on May 7th. This season, the heat wave is being recorded more than any other year.
मौसम विभाग ने कई राज्यों में हीट वेव से सीवियर हीट वेव का फोरकास्ट जारी किया है। मेरे साथ मौसम विभाग के वरिष्ठ वैज्ञानिक सोमा सेन रॉय हैं। विशेषकर पूर्वी भारत में ये आपका हीट वेव मैप है, इसमें साफ दिख रहा है ये रेड स्पॉट्स में है, ये प्रॉब्लम स्टेट्स।
जी हाँ, क्योंकि हीट वेव एक ऐसी स्थिति है कि डे टू डे इसका इफेक्ट से ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है इसका ड्यूरेशन। अगर कई दिनों से चल रहा है, जैसे आपका बंगाल में आपका 15 तारीख से, उड़ीसा में 17 तारीख से चल रहा है हीट वेव, तो जितना दिन जाता है उसका इफेक्ट उतना बढ़ता जाता है। साथ ही साथ आपका सीवियरिटी भी कम नहीं हो रहा है, इसीलिए हमने आज भी गैंजेटिक वेस्ट बंगाल के लिए 4 दिन यानी कि 2 तारीख तक हीट वेव का सीवियर हीट वेव के लिए रेड अलर्ट जारी किए हैं। और उड़ीसा में हमने 3 दिन यानी कि 1 तारीख तक सीवियर हीट वेव के लिए रेड अलर्ट, उसके बाद ऑरेंज अलर्ट। बिहार में हमने 3 दिन के लिए रेड अलर्ट, उसके बाद ऑरेंज अलर्ट। और रायलसीमा ये भी एक एरिया है जहाँ पर हमने रेड अलर्ट जारी किए हैं और 3 दिन के लिए उसके बाद ऑरेंज अलर्ट जारी किए हैं। बाकी जो राज्य हैं जैसे कि आपका झारखंड में ज़्यादा हीट वेव का स्थिति नहीं, येलो अलर्ट नहीं चल रहा है, मगर पेनिनसुलर इंडिया में आपका हीट वेव बढ़ेगा तो नहीं, मगर क्योंकि कई दिनों से यहाँ पर भी चल रहा है इसीलिए हम येलो अलर्ट से अपग्रेड करके अभी ऑरेंज अलर्ट की तरफ जाएंगे।
कर्नाटक में भी ऑरेंज अलर्ट है?
जी बिल्कुल, कर्नाटक, तेलंगाना, कोस्टल आंध्र प्रदेश, इन सभी राज्यों में हम अभी ऑरेंज अलर्ट की तरफ जाएंगे।
केरल में भी आपका इसमें मार्क दिया हुआ, आपने ऑरेंज अलर्ट केरल के लिए भी दिया?
ऑरेंज अलर्ट हमारा नहीं है, ऑरेंज अभी हमारा हीट वेव के लिए सिर्फ एक ही जगह में आ रहा है, पालक्कड़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, वो हमने येलो अलर्ट में कवर किया है।
येलो अलर्ट में किया है? आपने गोवा में भी कहा है कि हॉट एंड ह्यूमिड टेम्परेचर रहेगा, क्या गोवा के लिए भी कोई अलर्ट है?
जी आज के लिए हीट वेव का स्थिति है, केरल में 1 दिन के लिए ऑरेंज अलर्ट, उसके बाद से येलो अलर्ट है। और गोवा के लिए हमारा आज के लिए है सिर्फ हीट वेव का येलो अलर्ट के साथ।
येलो अलर्ट। तो इसमें से 12 राज्यों में चुनाव होने हैं 7 मई को, इसमें से 6 राज्यों के लिए आपने हीट वेव का अलर्ट जारी किया है
जी,
राइट? तो ये अगले 5 दिन के लिए है?
अगले 5 दिन जी बिल्कुल, अगले 5 दिन 2 या 3 तारीख तक, उसके बाद का स्थिति जैसे होगा वैसे हम अपडेट करते रहेंगे।
While our focus leans mostly towards childhood vaccinations for their role in early disease prevention, the significance of continuing vaccination into adulthood cannot be overstated. It's a critical component of sustained health and disease prevention. Now, why is adult vaccination critical? Protection from disease. Adults are at a risk of various vaccine-preventable diseases such as influenza, pneumonia, and shingles. Vaccines offer protection, reducing the risk of severe illness and hospitalization. Herd immunity. Adult vaccination contributes to herd immunity, safeguarding the community at large, including those most vulnerable like children, the elderly, and immunocompromised individuals. Outbreak prevention. It aids in preventing disease outbreaks, curtailing the spread within communities. Safeguarding the vulnerable. Adults in caregiving roles can protect those they care for through vaccination. Sustained immunity. Certain vaccines require booster doses to maintain long-term immunity. Complication reduction. Vaccines can mitigate the severity of diseases and prevent complications, especially in those with existing health conditions. Public health readiness. Adult vaccination is pivotal to public health efforts, preparing healthcare systems to tackle outbreaks and emergencies efficiently. In India, where specific diseases pose considerable risks, adult vaccination emerges as a critical lifesaver. Cervical cancer vaccine, advised for all individuals aged 9 to 26. This vaccine combats human papilloma virus, which is HPV, a leading cause of cervical cancer. Flu vaccine. It guards against the seasonal flu, including the H1N1 virus. Pneumococcal vaccine. Recommended for those over 65 years. It protects against pneumonia, bloodstream infections and meningitis. Tdap or TD vaccine. For protection against diphtheria, tetanus and pertussis, requiring 3 doses a month apart and a booster every 10 years. Hepatitis B vaccine. Shields against hepatitis B, a liver infection. Vaccination is a simple yet profoundly effective preventive tool. As we strive towards a healthier future, it's imperative to recognize and act upon the role of adult vaccination. It's a misconception that vaccines are solely for children. Ensuring adults are also vaccinated is crucial for a healthy life extending into old age. It's a message that needs wider acknowledgement and action.
नजरेत राष्ट्र, हृदयात महाराष्ट्र. NDTV मराठी.
$36 lakh farmer families affiliated with Amul across 18,600 villages of Gujarat have pledged to vote with their families during these elections. I would also urge you to take this pledge and vote as a part of the democratic process of our country.
A debate has many facets, perhaps no one right answer. Left, right and center. Conversations that get to the core of the debate.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. One day this lecture hall will be made of code, and driverless cars would be trapped in intersections. But even in this maze of the future, you can't wish away health. It's time to become more resilient. "10 years of Banega Swasth India, we have grown and achieved so many milestones.
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Hello, Moto.
Home Minister Amit Shah's fake video case explodes. Delhi police now summons Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy in the case. In fact, Telangana Congress had shared the fake video, following which BJP had filed the complaint. Karnataka obscene video case simmers. Protests in Hassan against Prajwal Revanna. SIT meeting in Bengaluru. HD Revanna, Prajwal Revanna's father, breaks silence, calls it an old case and part of a larger conspiracy.
Kejriwal opposes ED arrest. Supreme Court hearing on the matter underway. Kejriwal's lawyer tells court that Kejriwal, the Chief Minister, was not mentioned in ED documents. Surat replay in Indore for Congress, a setback for the party ahead of elections there. Indore candidate withdraws nomination. BJP welcomes Akshay Kantivam into the party. Suspense in Congress camp over candidates for Amethi and Raebareli. Smriti Irani files nomination from Amethi, flanked by MP CM Mohan Yadav. Will Rahul or Priyanka contest from prestige seats in Uttar Pradesh? Our top focus, Delhi police has summoned Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy in the Amit Shah fake video case. This comes in just after Delhi police filed an FIR on the matter. They filed an FIR, and remember, yesterday, after complaint had been filed by the Telangana BJP. In fact, remember, it was the Telangana Congress which had shared the video, following which the case was registered. In fact, Revanth Reddy has been asked to appear before the Delhi police on 1st of May. A full-blown political war has exploded on this entire matter, and the case, as I mentioned, is over a fake video of Amit Shah, where he is talking about reservation. Let me go across to my colleague Neeta Sharma, who's tracking all the updates. Neeta, what do we have from the Delhi police? They have decided to summon Revanth Reddy, the Telangana Chief Minister. What exactly is his role in this case?
See, as far as his role is concerned, because the main complaint pertains that the Telangana Congress unit had, uploaded and retweeted that video, and that's the reason why 5 people have been summoned from Telangana unit of Congress, which also includes the Chief Minister of Telangana. As far as his role exactly is concerned, Delhi police says the notice has been sent to him, and when he comes here, so they would be explaining the exact role to him only. But the FIR which has been filed is under very grievous sections. It includes 153, 153A, 455, 469, which is, disharmony, and also propagating fake news, peddling fake news. The Bharatiya Janata Party has also forwarded a complaint to the Election Commission saying that the model code of conduct is already in place, and the fake videos which the Congress party has been propagating, it has created a lot of confusion in the mind of voters. Mind you, 2 phases are over. 3rd phase is about to is all set for May 7th, and before that, leaving apart the criminal part of it, the battle is now going to be fought on the political lines, and that's the reason why we see both BJP and the Congress party targeting each other and saying that the other party has been propagating or spreading rumors and peddling fake news. Back to you.
Neeta, stay with us. Let me also bring in my colleague Uma Sudhir. Uma, any reaction from the Telangana Chief Minister's camp on this summons by the Delhi police?
Yes, indeed. The Chief Minister is away in Karnataka as a star campaigner of the Congress. What we are being told is that he will return from Karnataka, and then he will be reacting on this. The Chief Minister's office has told us as of now that they have not received any physical summons from the Delhi police, and that they have only heard about it in the news and therefore reacting to us. And the Chief Minister's chief press relations officer has in fact told NDTV that neither the official handle of the Chief Minister, which is CMO Telangana, nor the personal handle of Mr. Revanth Reddy, which is Anumula Revanth, neither of those handles retweeted or tweeted any of this kind of allegedly doctored or fake content, and what they are suggesting is that they do not know the reason why he has been summoned. But what I can gather is from what we understand from what Neeta is saying is that some Congress handles are the ones which have retweeted this, and Revanth Reddy, other than being the Chief Minister, is also the Chief of the Pradesh Congress Committee, the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee, and it is perhaps in that that capacity that the summons are being issued to him. The video, of course, is something that is said to have been doctored or made a fake video out of by distortion of an original. That was a speech delivered by Mr. Amit Shah in Telangana, where he spoke about removing the reservation for Muslims and spoke about that being redistributed among the SC, ST, OBCs.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there. Thank both Neeta and you for joining us on the show. But I'm also joined by Mr. Tuhin Sinha of the BJP and Pooja Tripathi of the Congress, who are joining to discuss this further. Coming to you first, Pooja Tripathi. We can see that the Delhi police, of course, have summoned Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy. But the question also rises that this is being called a doctored video, a fake video. And especially everyone has been speaking about how, people should be wary about misinformation. A responsible party like Congress, Telangana unit of the Congress, sharing such a video is a concern in election season.
I think when it comes to an action on any kind of fake video, misinformation or manipulated media, action should be taken. But we have to remember who is raising a concern here. The whole BJP IT cell is constructed on fabricated lies, manipulative media. And who would forget the honorary distinction of Mr. Amit Malvi being the first person in India by Twitter to be flagged off as a manipulative tweet when he tweeted a doctored video on a farmer's protest. This is the same Bharatiya Janata Party whose members like Rajyavardhan Rathore and Lok Sabha member Subrat Pathak shared fake and doctored video of Rahul Gandhi when he claimed those people who vandalized his Wayanad office as children. They claim that he has used the word children and kuch bhi ye chalta hai for the Kanhaiya Lal murder. So BJP neck deep in circulating fake videos, constructed their IT machinery on the construction.
Dr. Tripathi, I've taken your point. Let's quickly get a word in from Tuhin Sinha. Tuhin Sinha, I understand that the case is under investigation, but calling the Chief Minister on the very next day of filing this case, isn't it a bit of a rushed move by Delhi police?
This is working on a sinister plan to create riots in the country. Given the sensitivity of the case, given the way they were spreading, given the way the doctored videos were spreading venom and confusion among the SC, ST and OBC community, I think the Delhi police has done the right thing. And it only shows the desperation of the Congress party, because they seem to have given up on anything else. They seem that by manufacturing confusion, they seem to believe that by manufacturing confusion and misinformation, that is the only way they may prevent the candidates from losing the deposits on a large number of seats. That seems to be the only game plan. Fact is, historically, it is the Congress party which has always harmed the interests of the OBC and SC.
The matter is still under investigation. We are not sitting on judgment on what the police is going to find out in this case. But Tuhin Sinha and Dr. Pooja Tripathi, thank you so much for joining us on this discussion that we had on this important update. But time for an NDTV exclusive now. And Piyush Goyal, remember, is of course one of the BJP's star candidates in Mumbai. And he is speaking exclusively to my colleague Maria Shakil on several aspects of Maharashtra politics, including the importance and the impact that party split, Sena and NCP split, will have in these ongoing elections.
He is a three-time BJP's chief troubleshooter, an erudite minister who is known for his compelling speeches on international fora. And now he's making an electoral debut. We are sitting in Mumbai North with Piyush Goyal. Thank you so much for your time for NDTV, sir. How has your debut campaign been so far?
It's been brilliant. Getting onto the ground, running, meeting all our old friends, most of whom I've worked with for 30, 35, 40 years, right since childhood. Engaging with the people, many of whom have come from other parts of Mumbai. This originally used to be a very low population area, and today it's the highest density in the city of Mumbai. So it's been a great beginning, a lot of love and affection, huge team spirit of the entire party, and Prime Minister Modi's popularity on the ground is unbelievable.
Mr. Goel, you are stepping out of your comfort zone, one would say, you know, moving away from power corridors of Delhi to the heat and dust of Mumbai. How has it been?
Well, first of all, I never got out of the heat and dust because over the years we've been handling campaigns of several senior leaders. Of course, apart from the fact that I've also handled my mother's election campaigns, but I was in charge of Advaniji's election campaign when he debuted in 1989. The first time he fought an election was 1989, almost at the age, at my age. So it's been great fun over the years being involved on election trail in the campaign, the heat and dust as you call it. And the only difference I would say is that when you're on the other side of the fence, you are more bossy and more demanding, and you're all the time complaining the candidate is interfering too much and candidate is expecting too much. So now I realize the psychology of a candidate is always a little different from managing a campaign.
A little more on what you said about managing your mother's campaign. In fact, very few people know that Piyush Goyal, in fact, campaigned for his mother in Maharashtra assembly elections. So I want to understand from you now, what made you take the electoral plunge?
Maria, I always was interested in public life and politics. Politics more because I believe that it's an instrument of change. With one signature, you can impact millions of lives in politics or through the medium of politics. I've been involved with the party affairs almost literally since the time the party was started. I still recall when we had the first national convention of the BJP in Mumbai in 1980. Mr. Vajpayee was staying at my home in Sion, where I was born and brought up all through my first 35 years. And the convention was in Bandra. So I had driven with him from my home in Sion to the Bandra convention as a young 16-year-old. So for me, it's been a journey where politics was always my calling in life. But it was a professor of London Business School, Sumantra Ghoshal, who actually, in a way, while having a conversation with me on a train, incidentally, in the year 2000, prodded me into taking a much deeper and active role in public life, saying that I would never be happy unless I devoted myself to the country.
And since you have taken that journey down the memory lane, it was in your house in 1980s that the alliance of the Shiv Sena and the BJP was inked in many ways, signed and finalized. How is the alliance, the battle of alliances taking place right now in Maharashtra? How do you look at it? Because the reason why I'm saying is that there are two Shiv Senas, there are two NCPs, so people are confused.
First of all, let me start by contesting what you said in the end. There are no two Shiv Senas, there are no two NCPs. The major chunk of the party is what matters. I mean, imagine 13 MPs and almost all the MLAs have come with Eknath Shinde, and they are the true Shiv Sena. The Election Commission has also endorsed that. Ajit Pawar, the entire MLA base, and the public leadership which he has in the state of Maharashtra, the world recognizes he is the true leader of the NCP. So we have got a Mahayuti of the Shiv Sena, Rashtravadi Congress, the BJP, RPI Athavale Group, the Rasapa, and now the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena of Raj Thakre. It's a very robust, strong alliance. So we have some ragtag small groups which are remaining outside, more for their family affiliations, the desire of Mr. Sharad Pawar to install Supriya Sule at the cost of Ajit Pawar, or the desire of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray to install Aditya Thackeray. Even though, if you look back in history, Raj Thackeray was the rightful heir of Bala Sahib's legacy. So it's unfortunate that, as they say, blood is thicker than public adulation or public demand. And therefore, I don't believe that in any way there are two Shiv Senas or two NCPs. There is only one Shiv Sena, which is with Eknath Shinde. There's only one NCP, which is with Ajit Pawar. I recall with fondness the day when Balasaheb Thackeray had come home to Sion to meet Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. It was in 1984, just before the Lok Sabha election. And I still recall that day as if it happened yesterday, where Balasaheb came home. He was in the living room. Vajpayee ji was having a little slight nap in the afternoon, which he used to do post lunch. And I went up to wake him up and get him out to meet Balasaheb. In the meantime, my brother was showing Mr. Thackeray around the house, showing him a washing machine and a dishwasher, which my brother had brought when he had returned back from the US to India. So it was a very beautiful meeting. They both met very fondly. And we had an alliance which was formed in 1984, where Shiv Sena was given only 2 seats, 2 Lok Sabha seats, one of which was from where I stayed, Matunga, Sion, Dadar area. And I remember the late and very popular leader Manohar Joshi ji contesting from there on the lotus symbol. They didn't even have a formal symbol. So Kamal ke phool par, Kamal ke symbol par Manohar Joshi had fought from our area, and another candidate from the interiors of Maharashtra. Only 2 candidates were from the Shiv Sena.
So, as a key mediator of this alliance, many would say, as political observers like us, that this is more of a desperate alliance which doesn't really have an ideological base to
You're
it.
talking about the India alliance, I assume.
I'm talking about the Mahayuti.
No, Mahayuti was always there. The Shiv Sena and BJP were always allies.
The new alliance.
In fact, there's
Ajit
nothing
Pawar,
new. I'll come to that.
Shinde.
I'll come to that. Look, the BJP, Shiv Sena, RPI, we were always an alliance. MNS has supported us in the past also. There's nothing new about it. If you look into the history of the relation between Shiv Sena and BJP, the 2019 Lok Sabha and Assembly elections were fought by this alliance together.
Yes.
And believe me, at that point of time, it was Mr. Modi's popularity that got the Shiv Sena, the support that they received, Shiv Sena and BJP fighting together with RPI did fantastically well. But clearly, it was the combined vote that helped the Shiv Sena and its MPs and its MLAs win. Sadly, it was Mr. Uddhav Thackeray who broke the alliance and chose to join hands with the arch enemy, Congress, about whom Balasaheb Thackeray ji had once said that I will never align with the Congress. I'd rather shut down my party than ever dream or think of aligning with a party as corrupt and as communal as the Congress. So I think, in a manner of speaking, Shri Uddhav Thackeray is the person who broke the alliance for petty political gains just to become the chief minister, even though neither did he have the majority, neither did he have the adulation or support of the people of Maharashtra. He joined hands with the arch enemy Congress, people who are today attacking Hindutva, the core ideology of the Shiv Sena, people who are attacking Sanatan Dharam, people who were at one point of time totally against the Congress corruption are now hand in gloves with the Congress corruption. I think it's a very sad day for the state.
But are you not worried that there is a possibility of sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar?
One usually has sympathy for a person who has been wronged. And if at all somebody has been wronged in Maharashtra, it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. If somebody has been wronged by the actions of Uddhav Thackeray, it is Devendra Fadnavis, who was announced as the chief minister candidate in rally after rally during the 2019 assembly election. In front of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray on stage, our leaders have more than one occasion said Devendra Fadnavis will be the chief minister. We took votes in the name of Devendra Fadnavis. I think if at all there will be sympathy, that sympathy will be for Mr. Modi, for Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, for the BJP, who trusted Uddhav Thackeray.
Has the disillusionment of the onion farmers been addressed?
There is no disillusionment. I think it's more Mr. Sharad Pawar creating false narratives, which has been taken by the reporters as juicy news, so you are propagating it. Let me tell you the reality. Mr. Sharad Pawar was the agriculture minister of the UPA. On more than one occasion, he has banned the export of onions. He has put minimum export price on onions. He has restricted export of sugar. He has banned export of sugar. He has put minimum export price of sugar. Crops which Maharashtra is very much, which are relevant to the Maharashtra farmers. So it's not as if this has happened for the first time. Mr. Sharad Pawar started this. We, in fact, have not wronged the farmers because in Mr. Sharad Pawar's time, this used to be done and it is required to be done to protect the interests of 140 crore consumers. After all, 140 crore consumers can't be left to the vagaries of the market having to pay 100 rupees a kilo, for example, for sugar or onion. Therefore, these restrictions are often done when the crop is low or demand is high. What he did not at that time do was worry about the farmers and left the farmers to their own fate, and prices used to crash in Maharashtra. What Mr. Modi's government and what the BJP has done is we have balanced the interests of farmers and onion consumers. Whenever prices went up inordinately or production fell, we have introduced a new thing called buffer stock and a price stabilization fund. They were not there in Mr. Sharad Pawar's time. Through the buffer stock, for example, last year we bought 7 lakh tons of onion. And for the first time in the history of onion farming, the prices never went to the abysmally low levels that were a regular feature during Sharad Pawarji's time. Whenever the prices went down, NCCF and NAFED were right there in all the mandis buying onions to make sure that we give farmers a fair price. We would subsidize the onions we bought with the price stabilization fund and have provided onions to the consumers at over 21,000 outlets, many of which are mobile vans at 25 rupees a kilo, so that we have balanced that farmers get a fair price, consumers are not made to suffer, and Modi government has spent 28,500 crores for the benefit of farmers and consumers to ensure price stability.
Mr. Goyal, you have done several press conferences opposing OPS decision of the Congress party. This time, in the manifesto, it is not even mentioned. This was the big idea that they were hoping will attract voters in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. We know the results, what happened. What do you think, why do you think has the Congress not really emphasized on it in its manifesto?
I think they have realized, and so have most of the government servants, that the current scheme is giving them a far better value. The earlier schemes, or the national pension scheme or old pension scheme, had a number of pitfalls, was fiscally very imprudent. Mr. Chidambaram and senior leaders of the Congress are on record, Pranab Mukherjee ji, the late president and earlier finance minister, all are on record that the new pension scheme is the right way to go forward. It's an internationally acclaimed model, and our government pensioners will get a very fair deal, possibly better than the old pension scheme, given the robust growth of the economy and the Indian industry and the way those investments are fetching better returns for the employees who retire.
Just last couple of questions, particularly to do with electoral bonds. Is that really an issue resonating with the masses, since you
Not a single person has ever asked me that. You're the first reporter also who's asked me that. Because very clearly everybody understands that that was brought in to bring greater transparency in electoral funding. I think the Congress is so much used to black money funding that for them they were very disconcerted or very uncomfortable, because we were ensuring that everybody gives the money through a bank account, through a formal system, and it goes into the Congress party's bank account. My feeling is that many of these opposition parties do not desire to get formal funding, they want to get cash funding. And a lot of it they may be skimming off, God knows what they do, and whether they use it for the party or they use it for personal gain. And I don't even think the country should allow any of that money to fund elections and spoil the democratic process. Prime Minister Modi, in fact, reduced the donations which were allowed anonymously from 20,000 per donation to 2,000 per donation to see that we can reduce the influence of black money. Sadly, the Congress and other parties desire that that should continue. We feel that it will take some time. People will ultimately realize that what Mr. Arun Jaitley had introduced is the right thing for the country. And but we respect the decision of the Supreme Court, and we will see how this impacts political funding.
Last question to you, sir. Looking at the national picture, many would say that you are among very crucial members of Team Prime Minister Modi in sending that message of Prime Minister Modi being the Vishwaguru. How central is that messaging with regards to his third term?
He has proven through his track record of 10 years that how an honest, hardworking and visionary leader can change the destiny of a nation, and a nation as vast and diverse as India, in a short span of 10 years. He has earned the trust of the people of India through his outstanding performance both at the national stage, internationally, through his several welfare measures for the poor, through his consistent effort to ensure that the women of India are empowered for a better quality of life, through the work that he has done to encourage young boys and girls, men and women, to contribute to the destiny of the nation in a much bigger way. The adulation the youth have for him is absolutely unbelievable. You go anywhere, and if it's a young audience, they'll burst out into Modi, Modi, Modi. It's difficult to get them to stop so you can start talking. The adulation is just phenomenal. And the way he has taken the country to greater heights of self-reliance, Atmanirbharta, whether it's strengthening the farmers of India, whether it's strengthening the workers of India, the Vishwakarmas, the factory workers, the MSME sector, the handloom and handicraft sector, Khadi. He's truly touched every life across the length and breadth of India. And that is what has endeared him, that is what has got him the popularity that is a once in a lifetime. The world doesn't have a leader who has a popularity rating consistently for 10 years as high as Prime Minister Modi. And may I share with you a small example which will be interesting for your viewers. I was in San Francisco late last year for an APEC summit which Honorable Prime Minister could not attend. I was standing in for him, and at the last dinner where all the world leaders were assembled, the Mexican president got into a conversation with me, and he said that I wonder if in India you read that poll that comes out every week about the popularity ratings of all the leaders. I said, you're talking of the Morning Consult. He said, oh, so you also follow it? I said, yeah, we know about it in India. He said, you know, for 10 years, Mr. Modi has been always ranked #1 for 10 years. And he's been top of the chart for every week for 10 years. But 1 week I had overtaken him.
So that was...
And that 1 week was a matter of pride for him, that he could overtake Prime Minister Modi for 1 week out of close to 500 weeks. So I think this is what the world today sees in Prime Minister Modi. This is what 140 crore Indians experience with Mr. Modi's leadership. That is what empowers us to, with confidence, go to the public with Abki Baar 400 par.
So 4th of June, your number.
4th June, 400 par. There's no question about it.
All right. So thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
Thank you.
Right, that was an election special by my colleague Maria Shakil. Now, on the auspicious Maharashtra Day, that is May 1st, we are proud to launch brand new Marathi channel on NDTV called NDTV Marathi.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
Co-presented by Intelligence Meets Art with all.
As citizens of this great nation, we have the power to shape its future. And one of the most crucial ways we can do that is by casting our vote. It's not just a right for every citizen, it's a responsibility. A responsibility to ourselves, to our communities, and to our country. So, I urge all of you to exercise your right to vote. I always ensure that I fulfill this duty to our country.
आईपीएल का हल्ला बल्ला और सबसे शानदार कवरेज सिर्फ एनडीटीवी पर।
In our country, we choose our leaders, we decide who is going to be ruling the country, and it is something which is both a fantastic right, privilege, and we should also see it as our constitutional duty. So this election, I am going to be there, and I hope you all will join me in casting your vote too.
The biggest carnival of democracy, India's general election.
Prime Minister Modi makes a formidable bid for
from the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has stayed the probe in the case of the Bengal teachers recruitment case. Essentially, the probe against the Bengal state government officers by the CBI has been stayed by the Supreme Court. I'm joined by my colleagues Aishwarya and Saurabh for more on the story. First, going across to Aishwarya, who's tracking this in the Supreme Court. What exactly has happened in the top court on this matter?
Well, very important decision coming in from the top court as far as West Bengal government, plea against the Calcutta High Court decision to cancel 24,000 appointments of teaching and non-teaching staff. It was asked by the Supreme Court earlier that whether the people who had been recruited, is it a complete fraud, what the CBI investigation had stated till now, and whether it was these people who had joined the entire recruitment scheme, whether there were some vacancies or not. It was stated that CBI found that 8,000 was the number of vacancies, although there was 23,000 that was set aside. At last, after there were arguments that were took up, it was also stated by the CGI that whether they can see the CBI report. It was stated by Mr. Rodgi, who was appearing for the government. It was stated that there was.
Right, Aishwarya, stay with us. Let me also bring in my colleague Saurabh. Saurabh, this Supreme Court order at the moment is a reaction, is an order, of course, linked to the fact that the Bengal government moved the top court to challenge the High Court order. There have been several high-profile arrests in this case, but the fact that the Supreme Court has now stayed the CBI probe against Bengal government officers, this comes as a boost to Mamata Banerjee government amid the elections.
Well, I mean, previously, like Mamata Banerjee had said that her government would move the Supreme Court on this High Court order, and she's constantly been targeting the BJP on the election campaign over, having something to do with this order, and specifically because a similar order was passed by one of the former Calcutta High Court judges who's now a BJP candidate from Tamluk. So in that context, obviously Mamata Banerjee has been saying that this is something that they would expect justice from the Supreme Court. In fact, earlier she had attacked even the courts, specifically the High Court for an order that cancelled 26, around 24,000, 25,000 jobs in the state. And she said that this is, of course, an order that would that the state government would challenge, and it has challenged. And obviously, the Supreme Court heard it today, the West Bengal government's challenge, and passed a stay order. And this is along expected lines because some of the parts of that order, including recovery of salaries that have been paid out, or asking district magistrates to do it in a specified period of time, was something that also had seemed a little sort of untenable for the administration to do. For example, say somebody who's been paid a salary for 4 or 5 years. It's not like they would have kept back all that salary. They would have used that salary on their children, on their family expenses, on their children's education. Where would these people get the money back from? That is something that the court order perhaps did not go into at all. Having held that these jobs were given illegally, probably alleging that in return for bribes, the court cancelled all these jobs. And that is something that the West Bengal government went to the Supreme Court with, saying that the order could not be implemented, and they have challenged that High Court order, and now the Supreme Court has stayed the Calcutta High Court order.
Right, we had heard the Chief Minister also using very strong words when it came to the High Court order. Saurabh Gupta and Aishwarya, thank you so much for joining us on this story. Now, as India heads towards the third phase of elections for the 18th Lok Sabha, it's both our privilege and a duty to vote. Unfortunately, urban areas often see low voter turnout, including among office goers. NDTV, with the support of prominent corporate citizens, is launching a campaign to urge voters to cast their ballots. Our Pledge to Vote campaign aims to boost voter participation in this grand democratic exercise. So go on to our site, ndtv.com/pledge to vote, and take the pledge. Don't forget to share your pledge on social media.
I pledge to vote. This is the only relationship between those who govern and those who are governed. It is the only way to hold or reward people or penalize them on the governance they have given. It is a centerpiece of our democratic architecture. We have a right which we must exercise.
It's the essence of democracy, and we stand firmly behind it. We are thrilled to join NDTV's pledge.
It's the world's biggest festival of the power of a vote and the power of a citizen.
It is a day we must answer our call to duty as citizens of India.
We get this opportunity to determine how our country will be governed.
It is this constitutional duty through which we can make a difference in our nation's future.
And make India always a better place than it was yesterday.
I certainly plan to vote as long as I'm able to vote.
We are joining NDTV's Pledge to Vote initiative.
Let us make democracy stronger by going out and exercising our franchise. Jai Hind.
Welcome back. Now, ahead of the second round of polling in Karnataka on the third phase, which is on May 7th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a blistering attack on Congress's governance model in Karnataka during his marathon rallies. He's accused the party of making fake videos using his voice, adding that strict action will be taken against those doing so. Prime Minister called on voters in Bagalkot to report any such fake videos.
लेकिन जो लोग चुनाव हार चुके हैं, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का दुरुपयोग करते हुए मेरी आवाज में ऐसी भद्दी चीजें आजकल सोशल मीडिया में डाल रहे हैं कि बहुत बड़ा खतरा पैदा हो रहा है। और इसलिए मेरी देशवासियों की अपील है कि कोई भी फेक वीडियो आपको नजर आए, आप पुलिस को जानकारी दो, हमारी पार्टी को जानकारी दो, कानूनी लोगों पर कार्रवाई होगी और उनको सबक सिखाया जाएगा। ये देश का कानून किसी के साथ भी इस प्रकार के खेल खेलने की इजाजत नहीं देता है।
Right, let's staying with news from Karnataka now. After JDS MP Prajwal Revanna and his father HD Revanna have been booked in a sexual harassment and stalking case, a JDS MLA has now demanded the suspension of Prajwal Revanna from the party. HD Revanna, remember, is the son of former Prime Minister HD Devegowda, and Prajwal Revanna, of course, is the grandson of HD Devegowda. Now, JDS MLA Sharan Gowda Kankod has written a letter to HD Devegowda, who's the grandfather, as I mentioned, and he has in fact said that the images circulating, the videos which have been circulating, has been damaging the reputation of the party amid the elections. Meanwhile, HD Revanna has reacted, calling the videos 4 to 5 years old and alleging a larger conspiracy.
Madam, just now they have handed over a memorandum to you. What are their demands?
A demand is these two people have to be detained. Okay? So accordingly, whatever memorandum I have to read, I have to go through the whole memorandum. It is of almost 2 pages of memorandum. I have to go through it and take a necessary action.
Ma'am, it is a very sensitive issue. The administration should have taken suo moto action, but there was no action on part of the...
Suo moto action, may I ask you?
Because when the pen drives were being circulated in the city, no action was taken by the administration, either to stop it or to...
We didn't know. See, you tell something, he tells, this is the election time. You tell something and somebody tells something. So for because there is a lot of election work. So we should concentrate upon our election work first. Then all this pen drive thing. I actually didn't know about all this.
ಅವರು ಏನಿದೆ ಕಾನೂನು ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವುದೋ 4 ವರ್ಷ 5 ವರ್ಷದ್ದು ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಐತೆ, ನಾನು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಅವನು ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು, ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇವ್ರೇನು FIR ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತ, SIT ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತ, ತನಿಖೆ ಕರೆದ ಬರುತ್ತಾನೆ.
ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟವ್ರು ಯಾರು? 3 ದಿವಸಗಳಿಗಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? ಯಾವುದೋ ಹಳೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಈಗ ಏನು ಎತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಎತ್ತಲಿಲ್ಲ? ಚುನಾವಣೆ 2 ದಿನ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮತದಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದೇನೋ 25,000 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಏನೋ ಹಂಚಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. SIT ರಚನೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. SIT ರಚನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪುಗಳಿದೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು. ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ನೆಲದ ಕಾನೂನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಲೆ ಬಾಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ನಾನೀಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಸನದ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿ ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇವತ್ತು SIT ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳು ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸತ್ಯಾಂಶ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ. ಇದು ಫಲಿತಾಂಶದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ಕುಟುಂಬ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ನಾಯಕರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಕುಟುಂಬ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ.
Right, some breaking update coming in the Amit Shah fake video case. Now, the Delhi police officials have reached Hyderabad. Remember, they had in fact summoned Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy in this particular case because the video, the allegedly doctored video, had been circulated by Telangana Congress. And this comes in just after Delhi police had issued summons to Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy to join the investigation in this case. So this is very quick development which is taking place in this matter, that the police have in fact reached Hyderabad. The Delhi police, which is investigating this particular case, has reached Hyderabad, and they, remember, they are investigating the role of Telangana Congress in this alleged fake video case in connection to Union Home Minister Amit Shah. So this is, of course, happening just shortly after we got information that Revanth Reddy has been summoned by Delhi police. Now the Delhi police team is at Congress's office in Hyderabad. This is the latest information that we're getting on the story. So this is the update coming in, the big update coming in on the Amit Shah fake video case, that the Delhi police team has reached Hyderabad. Not just that, they have in fact reached the Congress's office in Hyderabad. Comes just shortly after we reported that Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy has in fact been summoned by Delhi police in this case. The summons are for 1st of May. But even before that, we can see that the Delhi police team has landed in Hyderabad and they have reached the Congress's office in Hyderabad. Remember, this is about an alleged fake video of Union Home Minister Amit Shah. In this fake video, he is seen talking about reservations, about quota, and that is something, this video had in fact been circulated by the Telangana Congress, following which the Telangana BJP had submitted a complaint, basis which the Delhi police had in fact registered a case only yesterday, and we can see very quick developments taking place in this particular matter, where the police team, there you have the shots on your screen there, that the Delhi police team have in fact reached the Telangana Congress's office in Hyderabad. Let me go across to my colleague Uma Sudhir, who's tracking all this. Uma, a dramatic development taking place just moments after, shortly after we reported that Revanth Reddy is being summoned by Delhi police. Now the police team has landed up, Delhi police's team has landed up at the Congress's doorstep in Hyderabad.
Yes, indeed. Since morning, we have been reporting through sources that yes, Delhi police is planning to, is investigating this particular case, and they were looking at the role of the Telangana Chief Minister as well. And yes, shortly after we have reported that they are going to be issuing summons to Revanth Reddy, the Delhi police team has landed at Gandhi Bhavan, which is the Congress headquarters in Telangana, and they have gone there and issued notice to them to appear at 10:30 a.m. on May 1st. And I understand that along with Mr. Revanth Reddy, 5 other people may have been summoned. One of the copy of the letters that we have, which has been issued to Asma Taslim, one of the spokespersons of the Congress party here, in that letter at least it mentions 10:30 a.m. On May 1 to appear before the Delhi police for questioning in this particular case. Of course, all the sections have been mentioned under which the charges are being made. When I spoke earlier to the Chief Minister's office, they were a little surprised because they said that, from the personal handle of Mr. Revanth Reddy, Anumula Revanth Reddy, the handle that he has been holding for several years now, as well as the official handle of the Chief Minister, they had not tweeted anything that they considered could be considered objectionable, as in a fake video or a doctored video, and they were wondering, why the summons was being issued to him. But now it appears that from what the Delhi police has shared in its FIR as well, that the content of that video, which is suspected to have been doctored by someone in the Congress social media team, and it appears that possibly Revanth Reddy, as head of the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee chief, in addition to being Chief Minister of Telangana, he is also the chief of the Pradesh Congress Committee, and it is perhaps in that capacity that he is being summoned as well for questioning in this, because obviously overall responsibility for what the social media handles will be tweeting out will lie with the Congress chief here in the state. So the summons have now been physically issued at Gandhi Bhavan, and with Revanth Reddy away in Karnataka, we expect that once he returns, he may respond to the summons that's been issued to him by the Delhi police with regard to this particular video. What I must point out is that this original of this video was something that Mr. Amit Shah had delivered in a speech in Telangana itself, and now the doctored version that was doing the rounds, that is what they had objected to and had raised a complaint by the Union Home Ministry with the police. Subsequently, this summons being issued to the Telangana Chief Chief Minister. What I must point out is that in the fourth phase of election is when Telangana goes to polls, and Revanth Reddy in many senses has emerged as a star campaigner for the Congress, not just in Telangana but elsewhere, and presumably the Congress will not want to be losing out on the time opportunity for Revanth Reddy to campaign like he has been doing in other parts of the country as well on behalf of the Congress. He had gone to Kerala as well. He has gone to Karnataka now, and therefore some people suggesting that given the stature of Revanth Reddy and his presence that the Congress thinks is important for the campaign period, his being summoned at this time, they see a political motive in it as well.
Right. The Delhi police are keen to, in fact, talk to Revanth Reddy on the 1st of May is when he's been called. Uma, also quickly take us through the contents of the notice that the Delhi police has in fact served to the Telangana Congress, specifically asking them to share certain gadgets which they feel have been used to circulate that video.
What they have said is that the particular, they have identified the particular the handle from which the tweet had happened. I'm just reading out to you. Of course, the sections are, and FIR is 177/24 dated 28/4/2024 under sections 153, 465, 469, 171G of the IPC, read with 66C of the IT Act. And what they are saying is that they would like the presence of of the people to whom the summons has been issued to come along with the mentioned details, documents, electronic gadgets, and join the investigation at 10:30 a.m. on 1st of May at the address that was being specified, which is in Dwarka, Delhi. So they have spoken about the video that was retweeted by the handle, which is of Asma Tasleem, and they're also talking about any mobile, laptop, or tablet or any other electronic device through which they may have created, uploaded or tweeted this particular video on their X account. And they are saying there should be an electronic device as well through which they may have recorded this particular video before uploading and tweeting the same. So they want to establish the entire sequence or the trail of where the video originated and what kind of changes it underwent and what were the machines or gadgets that were used for that, and possibly they will also be looking at who has done the technical that changes the doctoring of that video, creating this doctored video, and subsequently who all has tweeted and retweeted it, because the charge that has been made or the complaint that's been made is of course about spreading maliciously some disinformation and misinformation. Back to you.
Right, Uma, we will of course be tracking all these developments, a lot of them in fact taking place in a quick succession in this high-profile case. Thank you so much for joining us with that. On that note, we'll slip into a short break. News and updates will continue right here on NDTV.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
Co-President. You know what time is it? क्योंकि अभी जो आपको मेरी स्माइल बता रही है, it's pretty obvious the time is about Ask TG. This is the section जहाँ पे I try to answer all your questions जो आप पूछते हैं around your gadgets. अभी देखते हैं इस हफ्ते हमारे पास में कौन से सवाल हैं और मेरे पास उनके क्या जवाब आपको मिलने वाले हैं. You know, I'll be very honest with you. अगर हम बात करते हैं एक affordable printer की with a low running cost, it doesn't go together, to be honest. या तो जो आपका प्रिंटर है वो upfront थोड़ा ज़्यादा प्राइस आपको पे करनी पड़ेगी, उसके बाद with time the running cost would be really low. Otherwise, the kind of cheap printers that you get right up front, उनकी पर पेज प्रिंटिंग कॉस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. दिस इज़ द हार्श रियलिटी ऑफ द कंप्लीट प्रिंटर इकोसिस्टम. सो इफ यू कुड प्लीज स्पेसिफाई योर बजट नेक्स्ट टाइम, दैट इफ योर बजट इज लेट्स से 5,000 or 10,000 or 15,000 rupees, case, I would be in a better position कि मैं आपको एक ठीक जवाब दे पाऊँगा, because as of now, to be honest, I'm not in a position to give you a right answer. And the simple reason is, I don't know your budgets. At the same time, the running cost, budget printer में usually high होती है if you compare. So, I mean, that's an honest answer.
Hi TG. Could you please suggest me a phone between 20 to 25,000? I need it for gaming and occasionally clicking pictures.
Okay, so you need a phone for gaming, which simply means that performance has to be good. And today, honestly speaking, अगर हम बात करते हैं एक अच्छी performance वाले phone की, in this price bracket, the OnePlus Nord CE4 comes straight to my mind because of the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 processor. It's very powerful.
Welcome back. Now, we are, of course, keeping our focus on that big update, that big story that we've been tracking right here on NDTV, which is the Amit Shah fake video case in which the Delhi police is investigating the role of Telangana Congress, which had, in fact, allegedly circulated the video from their social media handles. The Delhi police team is currently, as you can see on your screens there, is currently at the Hyderabad office, the Congress's headquarters in Telangana at Hyderabad. They are there talking to the officials there, and they've also issued summons to Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy, also there on your screens. He's been summoned to appear and join the probe on 1st of May. So very quick, fast-paced developments which are taking place on this very big story that we've been following. And we will, of course, keep getting you more updates on this story as they develop. But for now, we are heading into a short break.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
Protests erupt against HD Revanna in Hassan.
Co-President.
बातम्यांचा नवा गड NDTV मराठी.
The 18th Lok Sabha elections. As always, NDTV has its ear to the ground. With the biggest pie of 80 seats, all eyes will be on Uttar Pradesh.
Will the Troika ensure the Modi umbrella unites all?
It is the first election in Naya Kashmir since the scrapping of Article 370.
Will the same number of lotuses bloom in the desert, or can Gehlot lend a helping hand to India?
With BJP having Max here with the only pillar standing of Chhindwara fall.
Can Didi once again withstand the saffron tide? Will BJP stay strong in its northeast bastion?
Jhadu ka jadoo or Modi magic? Can Congress gain lost ground in Punjab?
Will Revanth Reddy be able to increase the Congress strength in Telangana this time? And in Andhra Pradesh, will the Juggernaut be able to stop Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan?
Can BJP win back its only stronghold in the south? Or will it be a Congress consolidation?
Can BJP make a dent in the Dravid?
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Hello, Moto.
In the Shah fake video case, Delhi cops at the Telangana Congress headquarters, the Delhi police summons the Telangana Chief Minister for sharing the video allegedly. The Chief Minister's office, however, says no handle related to the Chief Minister shared the video. The Supreme Court stays a CBI probe in the Bengal teachers recruitment case. The top court stays the High Court the top court stays a CBI probe after the High Court cancelled the teachers recruitment, an interim relief for Mamata Banerjee. Top Minister on NDTV amid hectic Mumbai campaign. Piyush Goyal speaks exclusively to NDTV. He says the BJP respects the Supreme Court verdict on the electoral bonds. In the Karnataka obscene videos case, protests against JDS MP Revanna, protests in Hassan against Devegowda's grandson. Revanna calls the sex harassment case against him a political conspiracy. After Surat, the Indore Congress candidate backs out. Congress's Akshay Bam withdraws nomination and joins the BJP. Star candidates filed the nomination papers in Uttar Pradesh. Rajnath Singh filed his nomination in Lucknow. Meanwhile, Smriti Irani's grand show of strength amid Amethi nomination. She tells NDTV the Congress brass is aware it's losing Amethi. Meanwhile, suspense continues over the Congress candidates. Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. The big story we are tracking, fast-paced developments in Amit Shah's fake video case and the aftermath, the investigation. Well, while first arrest has been made in Assam, these are dramatic visuals coming in from Telangana with the Delhi police reaching the Congress headquarters in Gandhi Bhavan in Telangana to summon the Chief Minister. In fact, the Delhi police has summoned Chief Minister Revanth Reddy for allegedly sharing the video. Now, remember, the Chief Minister's office has told NDTV that Revanth Reddy did not share any video. In fact, no handle, either personal or official, shared this particular video. Now, remember, this is a fake video involving Home Minister Amit Shah, in which he is seen advocating for abolition of reservation for SC, STs and the OBCs. A case was registered soon after and the Telangana Chief Minister has now been summoned. So there the Delhi police doorstepping in a sense, arriving at Gandhi Bhavan. Uma Sudhir is now joining us live from Hyderabad. Ratndeep Chaudhary is also with us from Assam, where the first arrest has been made in this particular case. Uma, first to you, so dramatic scenes unfolding, the Delhi police reaching the Congress headquarters in Hyderabad.
Yes, indeed. The Delhi police has reached the Congress headquarters in Hyderabad, the Gandhi Bhavan, and there they have issued summons to Asma Tasleem, who is the social media, she's a spokesperson of the Congress. And what is being alleged is that through the Congress social media team, morphed and doctored video of Mr. Amit Shah has been shared on the Twitter handle, social media handle of this spokesperson, and presumably Mr. Revanth Reddy also getting a summons on this as head of the Pradesh Congress Committee. What I understand is that Premendra Reddy, who is the state BJP leader, he is also in fact given a complaint to the state cyber cell here in Telangana, alleging that the Congress social media team has indulged in this kind of doctoring or creating a fake video, alleging that Mr. Amit Shah had said that he is going to be actually removing the reservations or quotas meant for SC, ST and BCs, and that is a distortion of what was actually said by Mr. Amit Shah in a public meeting, and that original video had been used and a fake document had been created, and that video had been shared on the social media handles of the Congress, and that's the reason why this summons has been issued. So the summon copy per se, which has been issued to Asma Tasleem, mentions that she must appear on on the May 1 at 10:30 a.m. At the office. An address has been given at Dwarka where she has to present herself, and there the Twitter handle has been mentioned from where this tweet has happened, and also they have been asked to bring along all the electronic gadgets, whether it's a mobile with a laptop or whatever the electronic gadgets that may have been involved in the doctoring of this particular video or the editing of this particular video. And they have also asked for the recording device, the original video from where this video was subsequently edited or doctored. They have asked for all of that to be brought along when they appear before the Delhi police at 10:30 a.m. on May 1. Back to you.
Right, Uma. Before I go across to Ratndeep, the Chief Minister's office, Uma, to you, has categorically denied sharing the video. So that's important as well. They say that neither the official handle nor the personal handle of the Chief Minister tweeted or shared the video.
Exactly. I spoke to the CMO immediately after there was news that Revanth Reddy is being issued the summons, and the Chief Press Relations Officer has clarified that no handle of either Anumala Revanth Reddy, which is his personal handle, neither his handle in the name of the Telangana Chief Minister's office has either tweeted or retweeted or shared any content that is being alleged to be doctored in this manner, and therefore they were a little surprised. But subsequently, what we can gather is that Revanth Reddy is also the PCC chief of Telangana, and it is in his capacity as Congress chief of Telangana that he is being summoned for something that it is now accused the social media team of the Congress of having doctored or created a fake video, and subsequently also helped to tweet and retweet it, in that sense spreading disinformation, spreading something that the BJP has called as lies. Back to you.
Right, Uma, thanks very much for joining us with that update. There's a dramatic scene. Certainly Hyderabad is where all the action is. But Ratneep, going across to you as well, the first arrest has been made in this particular video from Assam in this particular case. So what details do you have of who has been arrested?
That's right. Now, Guwahati City Police has come out with an official statement that a 31-year-old person named Ritam Singh, who in his Twitter handle he identifies himself as the war room coordinator of the Congress. But what Congress is telling us that he is a Congress supporter. He has been arrested under several sections in connection to a tweet which he allegedly did of this fake video, and he has been booked under several charges. He has been arrested today. 2 mobile phones and a laptop has been seized from his custody. The investigation is continuing. That's what Guwahati City Police is telling us. In fact, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma has tweeted about this arrest, and incidentally this arrest had taken place today when a short while from now Union Home Minister Amit Shah would be leading a massive 2-kilometer long road show in Guwahati in support of party candidate for the third phase election. In fact, behind me you can see people are lining up for that road show, which is going to be a major show of strength of the BJP in Guwahati, a seat which the BJP is holding since 2009. So this is Guwahati happens to be a BJP stronghold. Amit Shah would be here, in this road show, which is 2 kilometers long. Remember, in every phase of polls in Assam, right from the first phase where he did a road show in Tinsukia, from where we reported, then in Silchar for the second phase, and now in Dibrugarh, all 3 prestigious seats. So Amit Shah would be also here. And remember, in third phase, there are 4 seats going to polls in Assam. Out of these 4 seats, the Guwahati seat, which is the prestigious one, is the only seat which BJP is contesting. The other 3 seats have been left for its allies in Assam. And in fact, perhaps on a day when this road show is going to take place, a massive show of strength of BJP. Now, in this the fake video case, the first arrest has taken
from
place in
Assam,
Assam,
there,
where a
Guwahati.
31-year-old man has been arrested.
Right, Ratni, thanks very much for joining us with that. Our senior colleague Neeta Sharma, who tracks the Ministry of Home Affairs, is also now joining us live from the NDTV newsroom. So, Neeta, fast-paced developments in this story now. One arrest has been made from Assam. The Telangana Chief Minister, the summons have been served to him at the Telangana Congress headquarters. What next now? And several accounts have had shared this particular video. And talk to us about this video. It's also because the BJP says the original video had the Home Minister advocating for reservation. Meanwhile, this doctored video, in that particular video, Amit Shah is seen, advocating for the abolition of reservation.
Yes, and that's the reason why the BJP, the Telangana unit of Bharatiya Janata Party, have also forwarded a complaint to the Election Commission of India, asking them to, take action against all those Twitter handles who have retweeted it or uploaded it. In fact, even Delhi Police, what we are learning now, Vedant, is they have given notices to not only the sitting Chief Minister, but also Congress leaders Mane Satish, Naveen, Shivasankar and Asma Taslim. Notices have also been served to these people, and they have been asked to, when they come for interrogation, to join the probe here in Delhi on May 1st. They have to also bring all those digital devices, whether it's a mobile, it's a tablet, iPad, or anything from which they had uploaded or retweeted that video. The notice clearly says that the IFSO unit of Delhi Police Special Cell has registered a case against these people. The sections pertain to IPC and also IT Act. As far as IPC is concerned, illegal activity and propagating fake news. IT Act also stringent sections have been included. Delhi Police Special Cell swiftly registered a case, and in the morning they were in Telangana. Already notices have been served to these people, and they have been asked to join the investigation for 1st of May. Vedant?
Right, Neeta, thanks very much for joining us with that. So important details being shared by Neeta there, that it's not only the Congress Chief Minister, the Telangana Chief Minister who has been summoned, but several other Congress leaders have been given notices as well. Umar Sudhir, Ratneep Chaudhary, Neeta Sharma, thanks very much for joining us on this big story that we're tracking at this hour. But moving now to the other big headline, well, the Supreme Court has stayed the CBI probe into the teachers' recruitment scam against the West Bengal government. Remember, the Calcutta High Court had cancelled the appointment of over 24,000 teachers who were recruited under the government panel of 2016. In fact, that 2016 panel was also dissolved. In fact, these are visuals of Minister Partha Chatterjee as well, who has been arrested in this particular case as well. And, a lot of cash was recovered. Cash and jewelry was actually seized in this particular case as well. The allegation is, well, that in exchange of the appointment of 24,000 teachers, there was some sort of discrepancy that was found as well. There was cash and bribes that were given by the officers of the West Bengal government. In fact, look at these visuals, amounts of cash that were actually recovered by the Enforcement Directorate during multiple raids by the Enforcement Directorate, by the central agency. I'm being told Aishwarya Jain, our colleague, is now joining us live on the broadcast. So, Aishwarya, would you look at it as some sort of an interim relief at least to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee?
Well, certainly it is the Supreme Court who has upheld the decision. Of course, the CBI probe in this case will go on. There would be, the new jobs that were initiated, that would be upheld. I've been joined by Mr. Fardesh Shamim, who will give us the perspective of how this order has come out from the Supreme Court. Sir, please, if you can share to our viewers that what happened in the court, what transpired, and what impact it will create as far as these vacancies and these teachers are concerned.
West Bengal Central School Service Commission, they conducted the selection process of 4 categories. One is two non-teaching category, that is Group C, Group D, and 2 teaching categories, that is 9, 10 and 11, 12 selection process of teachers appointment. And that process initiated in the year 2016. Ultimately, Calcutta High Court passed the judgment regarding this 4 selection process, and Honorable Justice Devanshu Bosak and Honorable Justice Sabbar Razdi terminated the 25,753 candidates' appointment. Why this cancellation? There are several issues, multifold issues. Number 1, there is a OMR sheet marks manipulation. Number 2, non-listed candidate appointment. Number 3, after expiry of the panel, lots of candidates got appointment. There is a violation of rules. There are dehearts of rules. There is a manipulation in the list. There is a non-maintaining the reservation policy. So there are several issues. And moreover, the tented candidate and non-tented candidates are non-separable. Today, Honorable Chief Justice time and again says, how could you separate the tented candidate and non-tented candidate? Because OMR sheet is destroyed by the recommendatory authority. The recommendatory, who is the recommendatory authority? The SSC is the recommendatory authority. The SSC is the Article 12 authority. They ought to preserve all the OMR sheets. They destroy, first they destroy the physical copy. Thereafter they destroy the digital copy. So physical copy as well as the digital copy, both copy is destroyed by the Article 12 authority. The CBI recovered these 3 hard disks from one gentleman called Pankaj Bansal, who is the employee of NISA, and from that copy we get the glimpses of that there is a huge manipulation of OMR marks. Suppose a candidate got 0, but in tabular sheet, SSC tabular it shows 53. It's a huge mark manipulation.
Okay.
So we got that glimpses from that particular 3 hard disks, which is recovered by the CBI. And ultimately the court upheld that copy is genuine. That copy is 65B certified copy. So the court upheld that, yes, there is a OMR sheet manipulation, there is a non-listed candidate appointment, there are candidates, lots of candidates who got appointment after expiry of the panel. So there is a manipulation of rules, there is a manipulation in the list, there is a dehors of
A lot
rules.
of things has emerged, sir. You're saying that the Supreme Court has also stated that the CBI will continue to probe in this case only those teachers who had been appointed with the martial class, that will be affected in this?
Yes, 25,753 candidates, already their job is terminated.
Okay.
So that termination order still exists because the court uphold that termination order.
Okay.
Only portion is state that is regarding creation of supernumeric post. Whosoever related to the creation of the supernumeric post, they will not taken into the custody.
Okay.
Okay. So that portion is state, but CBI investigation will continue.
CBI investigation will continue. The numeric post that had been created, that will not taken into the custody. That's the Supreme Court order. In fact, the advocate was speaking to NDTV and he had explained that how this is a partial relief for the West Bengal government.
Aishwarya, thanks very much for joining us with that update there. So, an interim relief certainly for the Mamata Banerjee government. Nevertheless, the panel has been dissolved and over 24,000 teachers, their recruitment has been cancelled and they've been asked to return their salaries. With that, we'll take a short break now, but news continues on the other side.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
Let's talk about Android. और Android से मेरा मतलब है let's talk about this Google Pixel 8 Pro. And the reason कि मैं आपसे Pixel फोन के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ वो सिर्फ इसीलिए कि Android का जब भी whenever we have a latest release coming in, किसी और फोन में आपको अपडेट मिले ना मिले, जल्दी मिले या लेट मिले, these phones are the first ones to get it. And guys, this time we're talking about Android 15. जी हाँ, this phone is right now running on Android 15. At the same time, let me give you a full clarity कि ये Android 15 का एक full stable version नहीं है. This is just a preview right now that we have. Definitely has काफी सारी bugs, बहुत सारे issues भी हैं. Let's move ahead and explore at the same time कि आखिर हमको कौन से नए features हैं जो मिलने वाले हैं in the upcoming new release of Android, which is Android 15. अभी के लिए इस Pixel 8 Pro में, and who knows moving next in your own smartphone जो अभी आपके हाथ में है, आपकी जेब में है. जब उसमें Android 15 आएगा तो पता लगाना जरूरी है कि उसमें फीचर्स क्या मिलने वाले हैं हमको coming straight from Google.
Alright guys, so let's talk about Google's latest and fascinating offering, the Android 15. But this one's the beta version. This new update is packed with features that will make your phone feel like a whole new machine. Let's dive in. Android 15 is all about buttery smooth performance. Apps will open faster, animations भी काफी मजेदार रहेंगे और अब you won't face those annoying lags. Android 15 में notifications को भी एक नया look दिया जा रहा है. Your alerts will now be grouped smarter so you can easily see what's important and swipe away the rest. Plus, they've also added a new priority focus mode जो आपको temporarily सारे distractions except the most important ones को silence करता है. So now, focusing when doing something important is going to be that much easier. You'll get more detailed control over exactly which apps can access your location, camera, microphone, you name it. So now you can really be the boss of your own data. Android 15 brings a bunch of intelligent features that will make your life much easier. The at a glance widget on your home screen is getting a power up.
Welcome back. The big political headline we're tracking very closely on NDTV. Well, in the the obscene videos case, in fact, JDS MP and Devegowda's grandson is now in the dock. In fact, he left for Germany amid the investigation. And now there are massive protests in Hassan, where he is a JDS candidate from in the Lok Sabha elections. And in fact, a JDS MLA also wrote a letter saying that he's extremely embarrassed by this case and the sex harassment charges against Revanna as well. Revanna has reacted to this entire controversy as well. He says that this is a political controversy. But remember, in Bengaluru, there was a special investigation team meeting as well, and they will be visiting Hassan soon also. Take a look at all the reactions that have come in.
Madam, just now they have handed over a memorandum to you. What are their demands?
A demand is these two people have to be detained. Okay? So accordingly, whatever memorandum I have to read, I have to go through the whole memorandum. It is of almost 2 pages of memorandum. I have to go through it and take a necessary action.
Ma'am, it is a very sensitive issue. The administration should have taken suo moto action, but there was no action from on part of the
suo moto action. May I ask you?
Because when the pen drives were being circulated in the city, no action was taken by the administration either to stop it or to.
We didn't know. See, you tell something, he tells. This is the election time. You tell something and somebody tells something. So for because there is a lot of election work. So we should concentrate upon our election work first. Then all these pen drive thing. I actually didn't know about all this.
These clips have come out. I can only say, if somebody has done it, he has to be punished. There is no question on that. BJP is very clear on this. Let inquiry go on. If he is found guilty, let them punish them. I don't have any problem, and my party doesn't have any problem. And it is no question of him. Individual, somebody does the mistake, it never. And if whatever he has done in before our alliance took place, and we are very firm.
ಅವರು ಏನಿದೆ ಕಾನೂನು ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವುದೋ 4 ವರ್ಷ 5 ವರ್ಷದ್ದು ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಐತೆ. ನಾನು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಅವನು ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು, ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇವ್ರೇನು FIR ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತ? SIT ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತ? ತನಿಖೆ ಕರೆದ ಬರುತ್ತಾನೆ.
ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟವ್ರು ಯಾರು? 3 ದಿವಸಗಳಿಗಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? ಯಾವುದೋ ಹಳೆಯ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಈಗ ಏನು ಎತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಎತ್ತಲಿಲ್ಲ? ಚುನಾವಣೆ 2 ದಿನ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮತದಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದೇನೋ 25,000 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಏನೋ ಹಂಚಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. SIT ರಚನೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. SIT ರಚನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪುಗಳಿದೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು. ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ನೆಲದ ಕಾನೂನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಲೆ ಬಾಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ನಾನೀಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಸನದ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿ ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇವತ್ತು SIT ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳು ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸತ್ಯಾಂಶ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ. ಇದು ಫಲಿತಾಂಶದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. ಕುಟುಂಬ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ನಾಯಕರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಕುಟುಂಬ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ತರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ.
See, the BJP needs to answer these questions despite knowing the fact that the Hassan MP was known for such antecedents. In spite of letters being received by them from BJP functionaries, from BJP office bearers, that there are thousands of victims who have been abused by the Hassan MP, still they went ahead and gave the ticket. They were so quick to capitalize on the Hubli murder case. Why are they so silent now? Why aren't they protesting in every town? Why aren't they protesting in every village like they did during the Hubli murder?
पूरे राज्य के लोग शर्म से आज हमारे चेहरा झुक रही है. ये पूरे देश भर में एक शर्मनाक घटना घटी है. पूरे देश को छोड़िए, पूरे विश्व भर में ऐसा घटना मेरे ख्याल से दूसरी जगह नहीं. ये जो प्रज्वल रेवन्ना हमारी भारत देश का एक सांसद है, हासन से चुनाव लड़े हैं जेडीएस पक्ष से। आज मैं इतना ही पूछना चाहती हूँ, एनडीए अलायंस है जेडीएस में, और ये जो घटना घड़ी है वो पहले ही, हाँ, जो प्रज्वल रेवन्ना है पहले ही ऐसा आदमी है। ये महिलाओं के साथ बहुत मतलब बहुत ही बेहुदा हरकत किया है, ऐसा मतलब चरित्र ऐसा है करके पहले ही अमित शाह जी को और पहले ही कर्नाटक के जो बीजेपी के अध्यक्ष है विजेंद्र को पता था।
जिस तरह से प्रज्वल रेवन्ना के सेक्स टेप्स बाहर आए हैं, प्रज्वल रेवन्ना है बीजेपी के सहयोगी दल जनता दल सेक्युलर के उम्मीदवार, जिस तरह से इनके सेक्स टेप्स बाहर आए हैं, इससे पता चलता है कि बीजेपी का नारी शक्ति का नारा, बेटी बचाओ का नारा पूरी तरह से खोखला है। दो सवाल उठते हैं, बीजेपी आला कमान ने प्रज्वल रेवन्ना को टिकट क्यों दी जब आला कमान को मालूम था कि ये सेक्स टेप्स मौजूद थे? दूसरा, प्रज्वल रेवन्ना को इंडिया से भागने का मौका कैसे मिला?
SIT has started its work investigation. As you know, the senior police officer BK Singh is heading the team, and the team has got a very efficient officials in it. So for me, the concern is the protection of the victims so that they can freely come and lodge the complaint, and totally at the end we need to get the justice.
And our colleague Nihal Kidwai is now joining us live from Hassan. So Nihal, you posed a very pertinent question to the commissioner there, saying that there was no suo motu cognizance or suo motu action that was taken on their part. A, elaborate on that, and B, what is going to be the SIT's further action now, because the JDS MP is not in the country at the moment.
See, really it was surprised when I asked her that why suo motu action was not initiated by the district administration, and she told me that she was not aware. Do believe me that by 23rd, 24th, almost everywhere in the state of Karnataka was aware about the presence of these pen drives. But the district collector was not aware, the superintendent of police was not aware. These functionaries, if they would have taken the initiative, they could have booked a suo motu case and they could have started the probe, but it never happened. On top of that, when everybody was aware here, all politicians were aware here, it's not that it was not in public domain. Everyone was aware here because the pen drives were distributed on 22nd and 23rd. What I have been told here, they were kept in buses, they were distributed in parks, at public places. So everybody was aware except district administration. It's really quite surprising. And on top of that, now you see, on 26th the elections had happened here, and on 27th morning he fled. He left India for Germany, what we have been told. And in the same evening, means on 27 only, the State Women Commission woke up and they wrote to the state government to form a special investigation team for the investigation. Only then the government of Karnataka started the action and they announced the formation of the SIT. Now SIT has been formed, and the BK Singh, who is the ADGP, is a very good officer. There is no doubt about it. But the motive of the state government is also being questioned here in Hassan.
Absolutely, Nihal. Thanks very much for joining us with that. Nihal is reporting from Hassan, where, of course, massive protests were seen in the morning against the JDS MP as well. And well, moving now to more news from Karnataka. Ahead of the second phase of polling in the state on the 7th of May, Prime Minister Modi launched a blistering attack on Congress's governance model in the state during his marathon rallies. He accused the party of making fake videos using his voice, adding that strict action will be taken against those doing so. He also called on voters in Bengaluru to report any such fake video. Take a look.
लेकिन जो लोग चुनाव हार चुके हैं, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का दुरुपयोग करते हुए मेरी आवाज में ऐसी भद्दी चीजें आजकल सोशल मीडिया में डाल रहे हैं कि बहुत बड़ा खतरा पैदा हो रहा है। और इसलिए मेरी देशवासियों की अपील है कि कोई भी फेक वीडियो आपको नजर आए, आप पुलिस को जानकारी दो, हमारी पार्टी को जानकारी दो, कानूनी लोगों पर कार्रवाई होगी और उनको सबक सिखाया जाएगा। ये देश का कानून किसी के साथ भी प्रकार के खेल खेलने की इजाजत नहीं देता है।
And with that, we'll take a short break now, but we have some good news. Well, NDTV is all set to launch NDTV Marathi on the auspicious Maharashtra Day on the 1st of May.
Hope.
Hello everyone. I urge each one of you to exercise your right to vote. Your voice matters and all our votes shape our collective future. Let us make democracy stronger by going out and exercising our franchise. Jai Hind.
भक्तीचा सागर, बातम्यांचा जागर. NDTV मराठी.
This show isn't just about news from the southern states. It's one that looks at the rest of India and the world from a diverse South India point of view. Because NDTV has always taken the southern view seriously.
The Southern View with Veera Raghav. Only on NDTV 24/7.
After 5 years, we are again getting an opportunity to exercise our right to vote. This is a right which has been earned after a very long and hard struggle by our great leaders. We must not waste this opportunity. I have pledged that I will vote. I have appealed to all my family members and friends to come out and vote for the development of our great nation.
I do hope all of you are going to go out and cast your vote, and especially the youth of the country. And the youth and the corporate citizens, people who work in our urban centers and companies. You know, we are the, in many ways, we actually are the generation which is going to build the country. So I do hope all of you get out and vote. It is not just our responsibility, but it's also our core participation in building the future country of our dreams. And I am today pledging to vote. My vote is in Punjab on 1st June. So I'm pledging here to vote, and I do hope all of you do the same. So I'm going to just sign this pledge to vote.
all use Google Translate for various requirements. अगर आपको check करना है that how to say I love you in Spanish, it's very easy. Just type it down and आपको Google बता देगा that I love you को Spanish में क्या बोलते हैं. या maybe you want to translate a phrase or something. It's very easy way to translate between languages. But did you know that you can also do this to your PDF documents? Well, ये एक बहुत ही interesting tip है. Just imagine that you have a
Welcome back. Time now for a big NDTV exclusive. Piyush Goyal, who's been a three-time Rajya Sabha MP, has now for the first time taken on the poll plunge. And he spoke exclusively with my colleague Maria Shakil on the campaign trail in Mumbai. He launched a blistering attack at Uddhav Thackeray. He says that his dreams of dynastic politics have been shattered. Take a look.
It was in your house in 1980s that the alliance of the Shiv Sena and the BJP was inked in many ways, signed and finalized. how is the alliance, the battle of alliances taking place right now in Maharashtra? How do you look at it? Because the reason why I'm saying is that there are two Shiv Senas, there are two NCPs, so people are confused.
First of all, let me start by contesting what you said in the end. There are no two Shiv Senas, there are no two NCPs. The major chunk of the party is what matters. I mean, imagine 13 MPs and almost all the MLAs have come with Eknath Shinde, and they are the true Shiv Sena. The Election Commission has also endorsed that. Ajit Pawar, the entire MLA base and the public leadership which he has in the state of Maharashtra, the world recognizes he is the true leader of the NCP. So we have got a Mahayuti of the Shiv Sena, Rashtravadi Congress, the BJP, RPI Athawale group, the Rasapa, and now the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena of Raj Thackeray. It's a very robust, strong alliance. So we have some ragtag small groups which are remaining outside, more for their family affiliations, the desire of Mr. Sharad Pawar to install Supriya Sule at the cost of Ajit Pawar, or the desire of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray to install Aditya Thackeray. Even though, if you look back in history, Raj Thackeray was the rightful heir of Bala Saheb's legacy. So it's unfortunate that, as they say, blood is thicker than public adulation or public demand. And therefore, I don't believe that in any way there are two Shiv Senas or two NCPs. There is only one Shiv Sena, which is with Eknath Shinde. There's only one NCP, which is with Ajit Pawar.
Are you not worried that there is a possibility of sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar?
One usually has sympathy for a person who has been wronged. And if at all somebody has been wronged in Maharashtra, it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. If somebody has been wronged by the actions of Uddhav Thackeray, it is Devendra Fadnavis, who was announced as the Chief Minister candidate in rally after rally during the 2019 Assembly election in front of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray on stage. Our leaders have more than one occasion said Devendra Fadnavis will be the Chief Minister. We took votes in the name of Devendra Fadnavis. I think if at all there will be sympathy, that sympathy will be for Mr. Modi, for Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, for the BJP, who trusted Uddhav Thackeray.
Has the disillusionment of the onion farmers been addressed?
There is no disillusionment. I think it's more Mr. Sharad Pawar creating false narratives, which has been taken by the reporters as juicy news, so you are propagating it. Let me tell you the reality. Mr. Sharad Pawar was the Agriculture Minister of the UPA. On more than one occasion, he has banned the export of onions. He has put minimum export price on onions. He has restricted export of sugar. He has banned export of sugar. He has put minimum export price of sugar. Crops which Maharashtra is very much, which are relevant to the Maharashtra farmers. So it's not as if this has happened for the first time. Mr. Sharad Pawar started this.
And meanwhile, the other big interview, Prahlad Joshi spoke exclusively with my colleague Veera Raghav on the Revanna Rao, and he said that if the JDS MP has done anything wrong, he has to be punished. Take a look.
We're outside a nondescript rural North Karnataka home in the Dharwad Lok Sabha constituency, which is a pit stop during campaign for Union Minister Prahlad Joshi, who is been an MP, represented Dharwad since 2004. 2009 Dharwad, but earlier Dharwad North. Huh?
Yeah.
What's the defining feature of this election, sir? You've seen so many elections. What's the defining feature of 2024 Lok Sabha election? And I'm asking specifically to Karnataka.
Specifically to Karnataka, and in particular Karnataka at large for entire country, what Prime Minister Shri Modi has said, that this is a trailer of whatever I have done in last 10 years, it's a trailer. That is, big picture is waiting. That is, one is developed India. Number two, in developed India, people should also have all comforts, minimum comforts. And people should not struggle for water, for their daily livelihood. And in a way, it is a upliftment from the poor class to the middle class. This is a big picture what I can see by what Shri Modi has said. And world-class infrastructure. By that, many investments will come. And our manifesto has also committed that India will become manufacturing hub. So lakhs of jobs will be created, crores together. Corridors and transportation, that is logistic, it is improving in a large way. These are all the things. One is investors will come and job creation will happen in a fast pace. By that, new middle class will be created.
So, as you say this, but when you look at campaign speeches, the BJP's campaign speech is attacking the state government on law and order issues. The state government's campaign is on center not giving drought relief. Has it become a center-state kind of election campaign?
Congress party want to make this election also as a local election. But people know it is election for the country, it is election for to make Modi Prime Minister third time. People know that very well. And Congress wants, यही जो छोटा मन से जो बात करते हैं, in spite of giving so much to the state, they want to divide between center and state. Whereas people are quite intelligent, they know for the sake of election these people are doing like this. And people have full confidence on Modi. Whatever Modi says or Modi does, that will be always right. This is the confidence people have. Because of this cheap politics only, party which had more than 400 seats, they have come to less than 50. And party which had more than 19 states at one time, today they are having just 3 states. Out of that, one is already on the way, it's out.
And meanwhile, Smriti Irani filed a nomination from Amethi, the high-profile constituency in Uttar Pradesh, and she spoke exclusively to NDTV's Tanish Punjabi. She says that it is immaterial who contests from the Congress. Take a look.
Today, Smriti Irani has filed a nomination from Amethi and she is joining us. Ma'am, पिछले 1-1.5 महीने से I've been seeing personally that आप लगातार लोगों के बीच में हैं and today you filed your nomination. How do you see the public's response, the people of Amethi?
You say it. I think I've been very blessed that overwhelmingly, irrespective of how hot it was this morning, and we were right in the middle of the noon heat, people came out in big numbers to give their blessings and their support was expressed, and I'm grateful that also my party leadership, Mr. Nadda, our Prime Minister, Amit Bhai, and the CM UP have given their support to make me the candidate of Amethi. Since NDTV has been around for a few days now, you've seen that just if you look at the last 10 days, I've done around 145 meetings. And BJP has done programs in around 325 places. So the fact that when you organize a program, you go to somebody else's, who's a host, somebody else's darwaza, as we say. The fact that 450 different places in Amethi invited us for election campaign is more than a good indication of how robustly our campaign is running, and also an indication of yet again from Amethi, BJP will win and become a part of the Modi family.
So, ma'am, what is the, Smriti ji, what is the margin that you are aiming for this time if we talk about
Let the Congress announce its candidate.
Yeah, coming to that, there has been a delay, no doubt, about Congress announcing their candidate. बहुत देर हो गई है and आज कहीं ना कहीं बात हो रही थी कि हो सकता है अब आ जाए उनका नाम. Do you think it is a strategy? आपको क्या लगता है ये strategy है?
I wouldn't know what strategy are they envisaging. My only, I think, focus is on my party, and especially the kind of work that we've managed to do under the Prime Minister's guidance and with the help of the Modi government in Amethi. I think that the Congress has clearly its role cut out for itself in Amethi. The Congress leadership is aware that this is a losing seat for them, because if they were so confident of their victory, they would have announced a candidate by now.
बात हो रही है, ma'am, there are talks going on that either Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi. Any of the two किसी का भी नाम हो सकता है. There could be like Rahul Gandhi could also go to Raebareli or Priyanka Gandhi could fight from Raebareli and vice versa. I just want to ask, आप personally किसको चाहती हैं contest?
Couldn't care less. Whoever comes will be defeated, surely, because both these entities have been absentee politicians from the area. One has been an MP here, missing for 15 years. I've worked for 5 years, of which 2 years was Corona. And especially when you talk about Corona, people wonder why they were never around to help anybody in Amethi and Raebareli for that matter. People today realize that if not for Prime Minister's benevolence in ensuring that every citizen gets free ration, many people would have faced much difficulty. Secondly, they also understand that if not for Prime Minister Modi, nobody would have ensured that free vaccines are made available to every Indian. So given that Narendra Modi's leadership has helped protect many lives.
So Smriti Irani there, candid on the campaign trail. With that, we'll take a short break now, but news continues on the other side.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
गर्वात मराठी, सर्वात मराठी. NDTV मराठी.
The biggest carnival of democracy, India's general election.
Prime Minister Modi makes a formidable bid for a hat-trick.
The opposition is trying to mount a united challenge.
And the southern parties are standing their ground.
As battle lines are drawn,
Join us on an exciting journey on the road to 2024.
Indian elections, a festival like no other.
And NDTV covers elections like no other.
When India votes, you can count on us.
After 5 years, we are again getting an opportunity to exercise our right to vote. This is a right which has been earned after a very long and hard struggle by our great leaders. We must not waste this opportunity. I have pledged that I will vote. I have appealed to all my family members and friends to come out and vote for the development of our great nation.
Welcome back. News now from Indore. In what seems to be a replay of what happened in Surat, the Congress candidate has withdrawn his nomination and joined the BJP in a surprise development. The BJP welcomed Akshay Kanti, who was a Congress candidate from Indore. Remember, Indore, of course, is a high-profile constituency. And now you do have independents in the fray still, despite the Congress candidate withdrawing his nomination, similar to what happened in Surat, where even the independents withdrew their nomination. Listen in to what Akshay Kanti, the Congress candidate, had to say.
नाम अभी ले लिया आपने? क्या कारण है?
And in news just coming in, well, the Supreme Court has recalled its earlier order on the abortion of a 14-year-old girl, in fact, a 14-year-old rape survivor. Now, remember what had happened in this particular case was that the Supreme Court had allowed abortion for the 14-year-old's 30-week pregnancy. Now, as per the law, if the pregnancy is beyond 24 weeks, 23 or 24 weeks, I think 24 weeks is what it is, then it requires the court's intervention, the court's permission. Now, the Supreme Court has said that this is an exceptional case and that abortion in this particular case can be allowed. But after the girl's parents, the survivor's parents, expressed concerns over medical risks and health risks, impending health risks to the girl, the Supreme Court said that ultimately it's the interest of the girl's health that is paramount, keeping all of those sensitive concerns and details and the parents' plea in mind. The Supreme Court now has recalled its earlier order. The Supreme Court earlier, as I said, had cited that this is an exceptional case and that a 30-week pregnancy can be terminated given the sensitivity of this particular case. Aishwarya Jain, our colleague who tracks the Supreme Court, is now joining us on the phone line. So, Aishwarya, the Supreme Court, in a rare development, has recalled its earlier order because ultimately, as the Supreme Court says, it's the girl's health and the interests of the parents that have to be kept in mind as well.
Well, certainly, the Supreme Court has recalled its earlier order, this time allowing a 14-year-old rape survivor to terminate her pregnancy. Remember, Supreme Court reserved its order after the parents expressed their desire to have the baby after the concerns were raised with regards to the safety of the daughter's health. It is the Chief Justice of India who stated that this is an interest of the child, which is paramount. And after speaking only to the child's parents over the video conferencing, parents of the minor girl expressed their will to take their daughter back and at home and deliver the baby. Certainly, this is a very rare moment in the Supreme Court where such an order had been recalled, and certainly this had come only after it was the talks were initiated with the parents and the consent were also made, and CJI clearly had stated that this is an interest of the child which is paramount, and therefore the reason perhaps such decision has been taken.
Thanks very much for joining us with that. Perhaps the Supreme Court also setting an important precedent here in this particular order. And in more breaking news coming in, well, in the Revanth Reddy case in which the Delhi police doorstepped the Telangana Chief Minister over the probe in the Amit Shah fake video case, now the Telangana CM has reacted. He says that this is a political conspiracy and that the Delhi police is acting at the behest of the BJP, saying that the Delhi police is the latest political tool of the BJP. Listen to what the Chief Minister had to say.
CBI को इस्तेमाल कर रहे थे चुनाव जीतने के लिए। अभी मेरे समाचार मिला है तेलंगाना कांग्रेस पार्टी ऑफिस में दिल्ली पुलिस पहुंचा हुआ है। सोशल मीडिया में कोई पोस्टिंग लगाया, इसीलिए तेलंगाना के कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष को, तेलंगाना मुख्यमंत्री को हम अरेस्ट करते बोल के नोटिस लेकर तेलंगाना गांधी भवन में पहुंच गए। इसका मतलब नरेंद्र मोदी जी ईडी, इनकम टैक्स, सीबीआई हो गए, अभी दिल्ली पुलिस को इस्तेमाल कर रहे चुनाव जीतने के लिए। यहाँ पर कोई डरने वाले नहीं है भाई, यहाँ पर पलट के जवाब देने वाले हैं। देखेंगे आने वाले चुनाव में नरेंद्र मोदी जी और अमित शाह को हरा के दिखाएंगे कर्नाटक और तेलंगाना में, क्योंकि राहुल जी कन्याकुमारी से लेकर कश्मीर तक पद यात्रा किए। कर्नाटक में सरकार बने, तेलंगाना में भी सरकार बने, आने वाले दिनों में महाराष्ट्र में भी अपना सरकार बनने वाले, केंद्र में भी अपना सरकार बनने वाले। अपने लिए अपना नेता है खड़गे जी है, अपने नेता सोनिया जी है। इसीलिए मेरा गुजारिश यहाँ के सेडम के लोगों को, मैं हैदराबाद में रहता हूँ, बगल के तेलंगाना आपको पता है, मेरा असेंबली भी कोडंगल है। आप लोगों को कभी भी जरूरत पड़े मुझे एक आवाज दो, मैं यहाँ हाजिर हूँगा। आप लोगों को कभी भी जरूरत पड़े तो सीधा सीधा हैदराबाद चल कर आओ, मैं वहाँ रहता हूँ।
So the Chief Minister calling the Delhi police a political tool of the BJP. But Uma Sudhir is now joining us with more on this. So Uma, give us clarity. So the Chief Minister has not been served a notice yet. It's the Congress leaders and the social media in charge who's been given notices.
Yes, indeed. While the Delhi police has already clarified or told our colleague Neeta that notice is to be served to the Delhi Chief Minister in this particular context, physically the Chief Minister's office nor his residence has received any notice as of now in this particular case. But what I must clarify is that I've spoken to the Gandhi Bhavan office, the headquarters of the Congress, where they have said that notices were issued to 3 people at the Congress Bhavan. One was Asma Tasleem, who is a spokesperson for the Hyderabad Congress, and I spoke to her as well, and she said that she is going to be saying that she did not retweet any fake video and that her account may have been hacked. The other person to who it has been issued is Satish Mane, who is the social media chairperson of the Congress, and another person called Naveen Patel. What the Congress Gandhi Bhavan sources are telling me is that these are notices number 178, 179 and so on, which means that more than 170 people would have been issued notice in this particular case. So if there is an original video and whoever has tweeted or retweeted that, all of them are now being physically issued notices by the Delhi police. So simultaneously, what's also happening is that Premendra Reddy, who is a BJP leader here in Telangana, has also filed an FIR with the Cybercrime Police of Hyderabad, and they have named the Telangana Congress Committee as responsible for creating a fake video of Mr. Amit Shah, and subsequently I'm presuming that action will be taken on that front as well. Of course, Revant Reddy, who has been named as the star campaigner by the Congress and is now campaigning in Karnataka, what is called in fact as Hyderabad, Karnataka, that part of Karnataka, and there he has reacted to it and claiming or alleging rather that just like the ED or the CBI, now
right.
the Delhi police is also being used as a political instrument, he says, for threatening him. Back to you.
Uma, thanks very much for joining us with that update there. So the Telangana Chief Minister so far has not been issued a summons by the Delhi police, but he calls the Delhi police a political tool working at the behest of the BJP. With that, we'll take a short break now. News continues on the top of the hour.
I pledge to vote. This is the only relationship between those who govern and those who are governed. It is the only way to hold or reward people or penalize them on the governance they have given. It is a centerpiece of our democratic architecture. We have a right which we must exercise.
Copa.
आईपीएल का हल्ला बल्ला और सबसे शानदार कवरेज सिर्फ एनडीटीवी पर।
भक्तीचा सागर, बातम्यांचा जागर, एनडीटीवी मराठी.
The 18th Lok Sabha elections. As always, NDTV has its ear to the ground.
With the biggest pie of 80 seats, all eyes will be on Uttar Pradesh.
Will the Troika ensure the Modi umbrella unites all?
It is the first election in Naya Kashmir since the scrapping of Article 370.
Will the same number of lotuses bloom in the desert, or can Gehlot lend a helping hand to India?
With BJP having Max here with the only pillar standing of Chhindwara fall.
Can Didi once again withstand the saffron tide? Will BJP stay strong in its northeast bastion?
Jhadu ka jadoo or Modi magic? Can Congress gain lost ground in Punjab?
Will Revant Reddy be able to increase the Congress strength in Telangana this time? And in Andhra Pradesh, will the Jagannath be able to stop Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan?
Can BJP win back its only stronghold in the south?
or will it be a Congress consolidation?
Can BJP make a dent in the Dravidian den?
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Hello, Moto.
Amit Shah fake video case. Now Assam police makes an arrest. Action from Assam to Telangana. Delhi police summons Congress leaders from Telangana for sharing video. Chief Minister responds to Delhi police notices. Revanth Reddy says BJP misusing Delhi police. Top court stays CBI probe in Bengal teacher case. Top court orders High Court after High Court cancelled teachers' recruitment. Three top ministers exclusively on NDTV. Piyush Goyal says dynastic desires led to split of the parties. He's fighting elections from Mumbai. Meanwhile, Smriti Irani, who also filed a nomination today from Amethi, says Rahul or Priyanka, Amethi will choose me. Meanwhile, Prahlad Joshi says Congress trying to polarize. The Karnataka obscene video case, protest against JDS MP, protest in Hassan against Deve Gaura's grandson. Ravana calls sex harassment case a conspiracy. It's Surat redux for the Congress party in Indore as the Congress candidate backs out. Congress's Akshay Bam withdraws nomination, joins the BJP. Good evening and welcome to NDTV. I am Ankit Tyagi. Delhi police sent notices to Telangana Congress leaders. A full-blown political war has now broken over the fake video, allegedly, of Home Minister Amit Shah, in which he is speaking about cancellation of the reservation if the BJP comes to power. Now, the Prime Minister has also attacked the Congress over Amit Shah's fake video. He has said that action will be taken. Delhi police, which was forwarded this information by the Ministry of Home Affairs, has, in fact, according to sources, summoned the Chief Minister of Telangana and PCC Chief of Telangana, Revanth Reddy, on May 1st. Now, Telangana Congress allegedly shared this fake video. The case has been filed after Telangana BJP complained about this matter. Now, Amit Shah's fake video on reservation, in fact, this controversy where the Delhi police has reached Hyderabad, the fast-paced developments as far as this case is concerned.
मोदी जी आज तक अमित शाह जी ईडी इनकम टैक्स सीबीआई को इस्तेमाल कर रहे थे चुनाव जीतने के लिए। अभी मेरे समाचार मिला है तेलंगाना कांग्रेस पार्टी ऑफिस में दिल्ली पुलिस पहुंचा हुआ है। सोशल मीडिया में कोई पोस्टिंग लगाया, इसीलिए तेलंगाना के कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष को, तेलंगाना मुख्यमंत्री को हम अरेस्ट करते बोल के नोटिस लेकर तेलंगाना गांधी भवन में पहुंच गए। इसका मतलब नरेंद्र मोदी जी ईडी इनकम टैक्स सीबीआई हो गए, अभी दिल्ली पुलिस को इस्तेमाल कर रहे चुनाव जीतने के लिए। यहाँ पर कोई डरने वाले नहीं है भाई, यहाँ पर पलट के जवाब देने वाले हैं।
Right, so this is now the story which is at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, is a big story. The Chief Minister of Telangana there reacting to this and saying that BJP is using Delhi police as a tool to harass the opposition leaders. Action is being taken not only from Telangana but also in Assam as well. With more details, in fact, my colleagues Neeta and Ratnadeep are joining us. But Neeta, I'll come to you first. The Delhi police has summoned the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister says Delhi police is being used as a political tool. Now, of course, the politics on this is only going to peak. What does Delhi police, in their summon, what is their intention as far as the Chief Minister of Telangana is concerned? What do they want to know from him?
See, the people who have been summoned, Ankit, includes 5 people. The names are also given in the notices. The notice is that you need to come and join the investigation on 1st of May. The notice served pertains to IT sections also and also IPC also for propagating hate and also spreading fake information. They have also been asked to bring their laptops, digital devices or any tabs that they have used to download and upload that video. So all those devices have also been asked that these people need to bring their own devices. The contention as far as this Delhi police is concerned, IFSO unit, the special cell unit dealing with the cybercrime is investigating the case. They say that it was a fake video and it was, trying to instigate violence. In fact, the IT media head of Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr. Amit Malviya, also tweeted the same, that through this video, the opposition parties want to instigate violence or they're trying to, spread violence, and that's why it needs to be investigated. So specifically, they want them to get their digital devices so that they can see from which all handles they have tweeted. The Delhi Police Special Cell has also given notices to Facebook and Twitter and have asked them to give them information that which all Twitter handles had also retweeted it. Ankit?
Quick and very swift action there by the Delhi police on the complaint of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Of course, it involves the Home Minister of the country. Uma Sudhir also joins us. Uma, as we were discussing earlier, and you told us that the Chief Minister is going to react himself. He has, of course, taken a political line, has said that Delhi police is being used as a tool by the BJP to intimidate and harass the opposition leaders. Now, this is going to escalate politically, isn't it?
Certainly, at a time when we are in fact approaching, even in Telangana, the 4th phase of elections is just about less than 2 weeks away. And, Revant Reddy is known to be very, very combative. And even in this case, he says that while Delhi police is being used to try and intimidate, we are those who give it back. And therefore, I'm ready for this kind of a challenge. But his office and also his, the press relations officer has specified that neither the office nor its residence has physically received any summons from the Delhi police. The Delhi police team did reach Gandhi Bhavan, where they in fact issued the summons, or rather served the summons to the Congress social media head Mr. Satish Mane, as well as Mr. Naveen, and also Asma Tasleem, who is a spokesperson of the Hyderabad Congress. I spoke to her subsequently and she said that yes, she has received the notice. She has been asked to come at 10:30 a.m. on May 1, and that she's taking the stand that her account has been hacked and that she has not tweeted any such video, any such fake or doctored or any other kind of a video which is now alleged to be fake. So this is of course going to be turning very, very political. With what we understand from our Gandhi Bhavan sources is also that each of these notices that was served, 3 notices that were served at Gandhi Bhavan, are numbered at 178 or 179 and so on. So they are presuming that as many as 170 people may have been served notices in this, with that particular video perhaps being tweeted or retweeted by many of them. Back to you.
Okay, so as I was telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the action is not only in Telangana, action also as far as this faked video case is concerned in Assam as well. Remember, it is the Ministry of Home Affairs which has initiated this, and also at this moment the Prime Minister has spoken about this, so you can understand the gravity as far as this entire situation is concerned. The BJP taking it very, very firmly. The Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, has tweeted and he has said that Assam police have arrested an individual named Sri Ritom Singh in connection with the fake video involving Honorable Home Minister Sri Amit Shah. Ratnadeep with me. Ratnadeep, one person has been picked up by the Assam police in connection with this alleged fake video. What is the Assam police saying? On whose complaint are they acting? What is happening as far as this case is concerned?
That's right. What we are picking up from Assam police is that after receiving a complaint, they have investigated this case and they have picked up a 31-year-old man from Guwahati. His name is Ritam Singh. He identifies himself as one of the key coordinators of the Congress War Room on his Twitter handle, and in fact Assam police had given out a statement saying that he has been arrested under several sections of IPC and IT Act as well, and he will be produced in a local court. Police will ask for his remand. 2 mobile phones and a laptop has been seized from his possession. Incidentally, his arrest has taken place today at a time when this evening, any time from now, Union Home Minister Amit Shah will be in Guwahati to lead a massive road show here in Guwahati, a 2-kilometer long road show to start party's campaign for the 3rd phase of the elections. Remember, there are 4 seats in Assam going to poll, of which the prestigious Guwahati seat, which BJP is holding since 2009, is also going for polls. But what is important to note here is that Assam Congress has also come out with a statement saying that Ritam Singh is to work in their, war room, election war room, and Assam Congress has categorically condemned this arrest of this supporter of Congress. That's what Congress has given out a statement saying that at the time of election, people have right to criticize the government, and by this kind of arrest, the ruling party on the BJP is trying to muzzle the opposition. That is the allegation, or that which Assam Congress has brought in a statement which Assam Congress has released. However, this arrest comes on a day when Amit Shah will be here anytime. In fact, you can see those visuals, massive turnout of the BJP supporters here. It will be a massive show of strength. Remember, since 2009, BJP has held this seat, and it has always sent women MPs to Lok Sabha from Guwahati. Even this time, BJP's candidate is a woman, and you can see massive turnout of women here at a time when already the first arrest in connection to the fake video has actually taken place in Assam. However, these people are more interested to see Amit Shah, and therefore there is a massive turnout, and perhaps now the BJP will also make this arrest in Assam a poll issue for the phase 3 campaign.
All right. Thank you, Neeta, Uma and Ratnadeep, for joining me. The fact remains, ladies and gentlemen, of course, action should be taken, irrespective of party lines if somebody is spreading fake news. But is it just this swiftness when it comes, of course, to the video which features the Home Minister? What about other, in fact, fake videos about politicians which are doing the rounds on social media? All right, moving on now. Supreme Court has stayed the CBI probe against West Bengal state government officers in the case where Calcutta High Court cancelled 24,000 appointments of teaching and non-teaching staff. This is in fact, will come as some sort of a shot in the arm as far as the government of West Bengal is concerned. But yet, the court has not stayed the cancellation of 24,000 appointments, which was ordered by the Calcutta High Court. Now, this case, remember, ladies and gentlemen, has also become a big political issue where the BJP has used this as an example of how corrupt Mamata Banerjee's government is. A former minister was arrested in this case. Many functionaries of the BJP have also, of the TMC, have also been arrested in connection with this case. We're slipping into a very short break at this moment. News and updates on the other side. Stay tuned.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
I pledge to vote and encourage all my colleagues at Godrej Industries Limited and associate companies to exercise their voting rights. It's the essence of democracy, and we stand firmly behind it. I would also urge everyone else to vote. We are thrilled to join NDTV's pledge to vote campaign and help spread the word in the corporate world and beyond.
विकासावर नजर, विचारांनी प्रखर. NDTV मराठी.
It's the essence of democracy, and we stand firmly behind it. We are thrilled to join NDTV's pledge.
It's the world's biggest festival of the power of a vote and the power of a citizen.
It is a day we must answer our call to duty as citizens of India.
We get this opportunity to determine how our country will be governed.
It is this constitutional duty through which we can make a difference in our nation's future.
And make India always a better place than it was yesterday.
I certainly plan to vote as long as I'm able to vote.
We are joining NDTV's Pledge to Vote initiative.
Let us make democracy stronger by going out and exercising our franchise. Jai Hind.
The biggest carnival of democracy, India's general election.
Prime Minister Modi makes a formidable bid for a hat-trick.
The opposition is trying to mount a united.
While the link between air pollution and human fatalities has been clearly established, a new study highlights how 20% of global type 2 diabetes is also linked to chronic exposure to PM2.5 particulate matter. Now, this is a serious concern, especially in a city like Delhi. Parmeshwar Baba has more.
A new piece in Lancet, widely considered the foremost source of research, review and opinion on health issues, outlines how 20% of global type 2 diabetes is linked to chronic exposure to PM2.5 particulate matter. Here are the details. 20% of global type 2 diabetes cases are linked to exposure to PM2.5 particulate matter. PM2.5 is a known killer and often a major component of air pollution over the subcontinent. Short-term exposure to air pollution is associated with insulin resistance, a primary predisposing condition to type 2 diabetes. The development timeline in humans is rapid, occurring within hours to days. 537 million people around the world actually have type 2 diabetes, and half of them are unaware they have the disease. This study highlights that the link between air pollution and diabetes is higher in men and groups from low socioeconomic groups and those with comorbidities. Evidence actually suggests that PM2.5 is associated with chronic kidney disease in populations both with and without diabetes. So there is a direct link between climate change and air pollution, and both can have direct and indirect effects on health. Poor air quality results in between 5 and 9 million deaths around the world, and this is an annual figure. As I said, this data has huge implications for people in the subcontinent, and as you are aware, Indians are believed to be genetically vulnerable to the onset of diabetes. And PM2.5 exposure, as a result of extremely high levels of air pollution, is making the situation worse.
Dr. Rajan Narayan, Chairman of the Global Health Alliance, United Kingdom, honorary cardiometabolic cardiologist, St. George's Hospital, London, is joining us at this moment. So thank you for speaking to us here on NDTV. The bad news related to pollution just doesn't end. Now it says that it can also be responsible, PM2.5, for onset of diabetes. This is a cause of worry, and specifically talking about the subcontinent and India.
Absolutely, Ankit. As your colleague rightly explained that, PM 2.5 leads to insulin resistance. But more importantly, I think we have to look at the larger picture. Not only this report, as you rightly said, that there are several reports now to suggest that pollution is directly linked to diabetes, chronic kidney disease, and heart disease ultimately. Not only that, if you look at the top 20 causes of death at a global level, diabetes sits at number 15, chronic kidney disease sits at number 17. But in the next 10 years, there's also a report from the WHO suggesting that diabetes, kidney disease, heart disease will be in the top 10 killers at a global level. Especially, there's going to be a tsunami in countries like India of diabetes and chronic kidney disease. So what can we do? I think most important is prevention side of things. Obviously, we have to try and prevent ourselves as much as possible, which again can be challenging in some cities and countries like India. But I think it is very important that South Asians especially are very prone to diabetes, heart disease, chronic kidney disease at an early age. Hence, when you know people in European countries, they get heart disease, diabetes in their 30s or 40s. We are likely to get in their 20s and 30s. It's extremely important that we go and get ourselves checked through our GPs, general practitioners, physicians for diabetes, chronic kidney disease, lipid problems. But again, because heart disease will remain the biggest killer at a global level. So again, not only just diabetes, but also diabetes, lipid problems, smoking, all those risk factors, hypertension, family history, these are all very, very important factors and risk factors, in fact, that can lead to heart disease. And hence, a big long-term national campaign is required to prevent India from all these deaths from happening.
But, you know, a lot of people, especially where I'm sitting right now in the national capital, would be extremely worried. Delhi sees a lot of days of pollution. The entire North India and many cities across North India are vulnerable to high levels of pollution, including PM 2.5, sir. Immediately, are there some precautions that we can take, just not to save ourselves from the harmful effects of pollution, but to try and delay these problems that can, in fact, be caused by high pollution levels?
Absolutely. And I think every little helps, as we say in Europe. So it starts from your house itself, using an exhaust fan, using an air purifier in the house, making sure, obviously, that we use the right amount of, as far as the car, going out in the car is concerned, because we know that there's a lot of petrol, gasoline, which is all responsible for air pollution. We are trying to go into greenhouse, using green cars as much as possible by 2030. That is the target of the Sustainable Development Goal by the United Nations. So I think it is very important that every individual has to take an effort in making sure that we do all the right things. As I said, that we have to start from our homes, making sure that we keep our homes safe, keep using the mask wherever it is required when the pollution levels are very high, make use of exhaust in the house, which again is very, very important, because many of us don't use exhaust fans, for example. Using air purifiers in the house is extremely, extremely important in countries like India. So again, all individual efforts are required, but a larger impact and a larger effect will only happen when governments politically and make the right decision for the citizens of the country. And that means that using green cars, which is very, very important long term.
I just very quickly want to also ask you one question. If somebody is already, let's say, on the borderline of being a diabetic or in the pre-diabetes stage, does this exposure to pollution, to higher levels of PM 2.5, does this increase their chances of being diabetic or higher number or for diabetes as well?
Absolutely. These people are called pre-diabetic because, again, they sit on the fence of being diabetic. And there's now research to prove that all these pollutant levels, when they enter the blood circulation, they lead to increased vasculature rupture, they cause inflammation, they cause oxidative stress in the vessels of the blood, in the vessels of the body, heart, kidney, brain, everywhere. And that can lead to a heart attack or a stroke, even in patients, especially in patients who are high risk with pre-existing conditions.
So thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us and helping us understand the harmful effects. I mean, there is, of course, no doubt that pollution is dangerous, but day in, day out, there are new studies coming in to tell you how harmful it is for your body. Thank you so much, Doctor, for speaking to us. All right, with that, we are slipping into a very short break, but let me remind our viewers on the auspicious Maharashtra Day, that is May 1st, NDTV is launching a brand new news channel in Marathi, NDTV Marathi.
यत्र तत्र सर्वत्र वेगवान महाराष्ट्र NDTV मराठी.
I pledge to vote. This is the only relationship between those who govern and those who are governed. It is the only way to hold or reward people or penalize them on the governance they have given. It is a centerpiece of our democratic architecture. We have a right which we must exercise.
Guys, did you know that it was an Indian, yes, it was an Indian who invented this entire concept of USB. Well, USB आने से पहले we had एकदम complex mechanism to connect all the accessories to computers जहाँ पे connectors बहुत अलग-अलग हुआ करते थे, sometimes not really compatible across with each other, but the idea came that how about एक ऐसा पोर्ट, एक ऐसा कनेक्टर बनाया जाए जो यूनिवर्सली सेम हो, एंड दैट्स व्हाई द नेम यूनिवर्सल सीरियल बस. Guys, it was invented by Ajay Bhatt, और उन्होंने जब USB को बनाया, it clearly revolutionized the way we connect our devices and the way the devices talk to each other. Do you know this?
The 18th Lok Sabha elections. As always, NDTV has its ear to the ground.
With the biggest pie of 80 seats, all eyes will be on Uttar Pradesh.
Will the Troika ensure the Modi umbrella unites all?
It is the first election in Naya Kashmir since the scrapping of Article 370.
Will the same number of lotuses bloom in the desert, or can Gehlot lend a helping hand to India?
With BJP having Max here with the only pillar standing of Chhindwara fall.
Can Didi once again withstand the saffron tide? Will BJP stay strong in its northeast bastion?
Jhadu ka jadoo or Modi magic? Can Congress gain lost ground in Punjab?
Will Revant Reddy be able to increase the Congress strength in Telangana this time? And in Andhra Pradesh, will the Juggernaut be able to stop Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan?
Can BJP win back its only stronghold in the south? Or will it be a Congress consolidation?
Can BJP make a dent in the Dravidian den?
I have a right to decide who will run my country for the next 5 years. And for that, I need to vote. So I pledge to vote, and I encourage all my family members, all my colleagues at Hyundai Motor India, and of course, all the citizens of my great country to go ahead and vote. Vote now and vote forever.
Just as we spoke about the new nothing earphones, मुझे sound दिमाग में कहीं ना कहीं click कर रही थी, and sound से दिमाग में आया Siri, because all the iPhone users, at least the ones जो नया नया iPhone लेते हैं, या फिर हो सकता है वो लोग जो काफी टाइम से iPhone को यूज
Now, Home Minister Amit Shah is in Guwahati, Assam. The show of strength of the Bharatiya Janata Party on a seat which is considered to be a safe seat for the BJP. Roadshow of the Home Minister taking place at this moment. Remember, this comes at a time when we just recently heard that the Assam police has arrested one person in connection with the fake video of the Home Minister in which he's speaking about reservation. Now, he's campaigning in Guwahati for the Bharatiya Janata Party. These live visuals are coming in at this moment. Let me go across to my colleague Rothandeep Chaudhary, who is joining us. Let me go across to my colleague Rothandeep Chaudhary, who is joining us at this moment. Rothandeep, we were just talking about this roadshow a short while back. It has started. Massive show of strength by the BJP.
Well, I could not listen to your question though, but Union Home Minister Amit Shah's massive roadshow has already started in Guwahati. It is a 2-kilometer low roadshow which is taking place at this moment. There is great enthusiasm here on both sides of the road. There are hundreds of people waiting to see the Union Home Minister. This comes on a day when Assam police has arrested a 31-year-old man from Guwahati in connection to allegations of circulation of fake video linked to Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Remember, this video has now turned into a massive issue, and what Assam police is saying in its statement is that they have seized 2 mobile phones and a laptop from this man named Ritam Singh, who used to be part of the war room of the Congress in Assam. In fact, Congress has come out with a statement condemning this arrest. They say that at a time when there are elections on, people have their rights to criticize the government. That's what the Congress says, and the Congress says that in this way, with this arrest, the ruling party is trying to muzzle the voice of the opposition. That are the allegations of Assam Congress. However, Guwahati City Police has issued a statement saying that after investigation, he has been arrested and under various sections of the IPC as well as IT Act, and he would be produced in a local court. Police will ask for his remand. This comes on a day when Amit Shah's mega roadshow is actually passing through this busy street in Guwahati. It's a 2-kilometer long road show. You can see a massive show of strength of the BJP. Remember, since 2009, BJP has been holding on to the Guwahati seat, and every time they have sent a women candidate as an MP to the parliament. Even this time, BJP has fielded a women candidate, Bijuli Kalita Medhi, debutant as far as electoral politics in terms of Lok Sabha election. Congress has also fielded a women candidate, but you can see here there's massive turnout of people here on both sides of the road. Clearly, BJP putting up a show of strength ahead of the third phase of the Lok Sabha elections, and perhaps it is also significant given the fact that the first arrest in connection to the fake video has taken place from Assam.
Right, so the roadshow of Home Minister there, Ratnadeep reporting from the ground. Ratnadeep, thank you for joining us with all those details. Moving on now, let's bring you some interviews from the campaign trail. Piyush Goyal, the minister in the government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, for the first time is contesting the Lok Sabha polls from Mumbai North seat. Now he is taking on Uddhav Thackeray's camp as far as the candidate is concerned. He spoke to my colleagues. Listen in.
It was in your house in 1980s that the alliance of the Shiv Sena and the BJP was inked in many ways, signed and finalized. How is the alliance, the battle of alliances taking place right now in Maharashtra? How do you look at it? Because the reason why I'm saying is that there are two Shiv Senas, there are two NCPs, so people are confused.
First of all, let me start by contesting what you said in the end. There are no two Shiv Senas, there are no two NCPs. The major chunk of the party is what matters. I mean, imagine 13 MPs and almost all the MLAs have come with Eknath Shinde, and they are the true Shiv Sena. The Election Commission has also endorsed that. Ajit Pawar, the entire MLA base and the public leadership which he has in the state of Maharashtra, the world recognizes he is the true leader of the NCP. So we have got a Mahayuti of the Shiv Sena, Rashtravadi Congress, the BJP, RPI Athawale group, the Rasapa, and now the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena of Raj Thackeray. It's a very robust, strong alliance. So we have some ragtag small groups which are remaining outside, more for their family affiliations, the desire of Mr. Sharad Pawar to install Supriya Sule at the cost of Ajit Pawar, or the desire of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray to install Aditya Thackeray. Even though, if you look back in history, Raj Thackeray was the rightful heir of Bala Sahib's legacy. So it's unfortunate that, as they say, blood is thicker than public adulation or public demand. And therefore, I don't believe that in any way there are two Shiv Senas or two NCPs. There is only one Shiv Sena, which is with Eknath Shinde. There's only one NCP, which is with Ajit Pawar.
Are you not worried that there is a possibility of sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar?
One usually has sympathy for a person who has been wronged. And if at all somebody has been wronged in Maharashtra, it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. If somebody has been wronged by the actions of Uddhav Thackeray, it is Devendra Fadnavis, who was announced as the Chief Minister candidate in rally after rally during the 2019 Assembly election in front of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray on stage. Our leaders have more than one occasion said Devendra Fadnavis will be the Chief Minister. We took votes in the name of Devendra Fadnavis. I think if at all there will be sympathy, that sympathy will